because I think I'm a pretty impulsive guy. Like I'll just go do whatever I want, or I'll just be quick to do stuff, right? So I want to be able to just slow down a little bit and like think about it before I do shit.
So when you say impulsive, like what do you mean? Like give me an example.
You know, like this is kind of a bad habit that I have, but if I'm not fucking with somebody, uh, like when I'm talking to them, like I'll just check out. And like it should be like I think the right thing to do is to just, you know, give it 100% and just like uh, be present in the conversation. But usually I mean I'm gonna check out. If I really don't fuck with a guy, like I'll just completely check out. And
That's not
then
the end of the world,
I
though.
mean it's not like a bad. I guess it's not like a bad thing, right? But it's like not a good thing.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it probably is better to have that skill, but I mean, I have a pretty bad poker face too. I mean,
Yeah.
you were telling me too that your fake laugh is just not there, and
Yeah.
you know, I mean, that's not a bad thing. I feel like because like if someone's talking about some shit that I just don't care about, like I check out sometimes too, but I think it's definitely less than I used to.
Yeah.
I think doing this podcast kind of forced me to sit down with someone for 2 hours, even if I just don't fuck with them. Because I guess you don't. I've gotten people on this podcast I don't even know that well sometimes. So
Yeah.
sometimes that it goes really well, surprising. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't like this guy that much, and you
Right.
just got to sit there and get through an hour with that guy. But so I feel like I don't deal with them as much anymore. Like I guess I'm good at just like listening to people yap about shit. But it's not like I feel like it's a good thing also to, you know, if you're not interested in a conversation, just check out and like it helps you filter at least from all the people. Like you'll recognize immediately the few people that you click with, that you're able to hold like those long conversations with. So
Yeah. It's like I think it's less the topic of the conversation. It's more just if I like I think I'm a little bit too judgy. You know what I mean? Like if I look at a guy, I'm like I'm not taking this guy fucking seriously. Are you kidding me? And I'll automatically filter him out. But I think it's like I think that's a bad thing to do because you're like basically judging a book by its cover,
mm,
and that's like not what you want to do.
that's fair.
Because it like I mean
Yeah.
obviously like personality is the most important thing, but like it's hard to like take someone seriously when they're like, you know, 4'9", 100 pounds. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
How you've met someone who's 4'9" and 100 pounds?
You know that midget that like goes to the gym?
Roberto.
No, 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 no. I like Roberto. No, but there's this other dude. Uh,
Midget? I've seen one midget, but
yeah,
like he looks like
like
a
the
weirdo.
midget.
I've seen him Mojo. I've never seen him in the gym.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he's in
He's
there
tiny,
like.
bro.
I know. He's
I
like,
feel bad for the guy.
bro, and it's weird because he looks regular from waist up, but his legs are like 2 inches
Not the
long.
one I'm thinking about. He does not look normal.
Really? Wait, which one are you thinking
I
of?
don't know his name.
Uh,
Dude, I've seen him
well,
like
but
two.
I've seen him. Like I don't. I've never talked to this dude, but like I'm just giving it as an example of like, you know, who's this fucker?
I'm pretty judgmental too.
Yeah.
Like when I walk around, like I judge people as I walk around. But at the same time, it's like I'll judge them, but I still kind of want to talk to them in a weird way. Like that's just something about me that I like talking to everybody, even if I don't like them.
Yeah.
And some of my closest friends, like I disagree. I was telling you about Xander. Like I disagree with him about so much shit.
Yeah.
It's like I also really like the guy in a weird way.
Yeah. I mean that's fair.
But I mean, it's good to judge people. I mean, I hate people that are always like, you know, treat everyone nice. Like I don't fuck with those people.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that mindset.
Honestly, like I think that's low key a good mindset to have.
To treat everyone nice.
Treat everyone nice, but be honest. Cause, like if you know it's better for them, if you tell them like the honest truth, I think that's like that's important.
Mm.
Like what I want to know like what you mean by like treat everyone nice, like flatter them or what?
I think I've had conversations with people, and I might like refer to someone as like in a group of people, like, oh, like I hate fat people, or I hate people who don't go to the gym, and then some people have come to me and tell me, oh, you shouldn't be talking about people like that. You shouldn't be judging them. I'm like, well, I fucking hate fat people.
Yeah.
So it's like I like judging people because it helps me like filter between people in a way, and I can kind of choose the people I surround myself with. If like I don't want to surround myself with people I don't like, and I also feel like people don't deserve to be treated nice if they don't take care of themselves. Like I feel like if you don't take care of yourself, you deserve to be treated poorly. Because I think that I was treated poorly when I wasn't taking care of myself, and now I'm like really happy with who I am.
Yeah.
And I feel like if everyone just treats you nice, like there has to be some pain to get something out of life, and I think the best pain you could feel is just like society hating you, and if society hates you, then you'll fix it, right? So,
I mean that's fair, but I think that's just a little bit extreme, you know, because you'll be like I think as much as you'd wanna like motivate them to get something, and then like they would actually deserve it. It's probably better to just be like, I mean, I'm not gonna treat them like shit because they're fat. It's just more like I'm not gonna take them seriously if they're, you know, like fucking with me or something.
mm-hmm.
Because I mean, if some kid who's like 400 pounds comes up to me and he's like giving me the business, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck, bro? I mean, you're fucking 400 pounds. But
What do you mean giving you the business? Like just treating you like shit?
no, just like getting up in my face or like, you know, fucking around a little bit too much. And you're just like,
You speaking from experience here?
no, I'm just giving an example. But I mean, if this guy like came up to you and he's doing this shit, then you're just like, come on, man. Like,
Well, see, I don't treat people like shit. Like I don't
Yeah.
like bully anybody. Like that's not like when I say like don't treat people nice. I think it's more about this mindset that people should treat me nice regardless of how I am. But like they're never gonna do that, you know. It's like this mindset, you know, like it's just this victimhood mindset that, you know, like I guess the body positivity stuff, where like it's good to be this way. Like you're morally wrong if you say that you don't like someone. Like I'll never go up to someone's face and like you're fat as shit. Like I don't do that, but I can still like judge.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like with one of the boys, like you low key, like I would do that with one of the boys.
That's different though.
Yeah. Classic greeting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If it's like someone I care about, I'd probably like do it in a more encouraging way to try to get them like to improve. But I'm more about them.
Like, what do you mean? Like, would you still say you're fat as shit?
Well, there are like friends I have that I'm like, at least I believe they could be doing better in certain aspects of life.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it depends on the personality type of the person. Like if you know that you can talk shit to his face and he'll like do something about it, then do that.
Yeah.
Some people like will respond to that and with their ego will rise and then they're like not gonna want to listen to you. When that's actually the most common. Where if you just tell someone that get your shit together, like that's the exact opposite of what they're going to want to do because they don't want to do it for you.
Yeah.
So that's where you kind of play with the psychological human nature game of like how can I phrase this in a way that he'll actually want to change? And there's ways you can do that. There's ways I've learned to do that.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that works a lot is when you kind of phrase it as like we're in this together. That more of like I talk about the improvement I made without even telling him to do it. Where it's like, bro, I gotta tell you about this thing I just did. It's so good, and then it kind of motivates him to want to try it too. But I think indirect ways usually work better, where it's like, you know, I used to try to control people around me, but now it's like I try to let them mold around me. Like if I feel like I'm doing good in an area, instead of forcing on people, I kind of let them like just kind of observe it. If they want to change it, they can change it. And then the same way, like around my friends, like I'll look up to like things I like in them, and then you know sometimes like with closer friends, you can give direct feedback. You know, like a lot of my friends, like I'll already ask them for like feedback and critiques, and I guess I'm good at taking feedback. But I think everyone has a different personality type that you can kind of play with to, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And I think part of it also is just finding out what motivates them. Like I don't know, if they're like trying to get with some girl that's like out of their league or something, or like I don't know, like they really want to be jacked, or they really want to make more money or something. But there's always, I think everybody has like something that's like that really does motivate them, and it like gets them fired up. But there's always something, and like it's not the same for everybody. So it's like kind of you got to just kind of like take off layers and then try to find that thing, and then you gotta like use that to motivate them to change whatever.
What do you think what is that for you? Like, what gets you fired up?
Dude, probably just not being chopped. Because I would hate to be chopped, you know?
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna go lift, I'm gonna go like eat healthy, whatever.
Looks max.
I wouldn't put it like a looks maxing thing, because I think that kind of implies that you're doing like, you know, bone growth and all this bullshit.
Well, they're not all crazy.
I
Well, I've
think
never
it's just
watched
taking
any
care
of
of
them.
yourself.
But,
Like I would hate to be unhealthy. Like it just feels disgusting. It disgusts me to be unhealthy. Like I didn't realize that until like this morning,
this morning.
because this is
I
the
was ready for some insightful story of like a lesson you learned like 2 years ago. He's like,
no, it was just
I learned this morning.
yeah, no, like this morning I woke up at like 1. So it was like the
PM.
afternoon act. Yeah, 1 p.m. And I was like, man, I just spent the last couple days like pigging out, and like I just felt disgusting. Like I had like a tub of ice cream, like all this fried chicken,
Wingstop.
yeah, like the wing
What'd you have ice cream?
Yesterday, like I had this Dole Whip, and I poured like way too much, and I ate the whole thing because I hate wasting food.
Was it the dining hall?
Yeah, it was at Mojo. So like I ate that whole thing. I'm like, dude, I just feel disgusting. Because it's not. I didn't even feel disgusting because like, you know, I've been trying to be so healthy, and I ate that ice cream. But it was more like, just genuinely what like I ate so much ice cream that it just felt like shit. I'm like, man, like I think I just gotta dial in. Like even if I want to eat it, like I either have like a scoop or nothing at all.
So what's your relationship with eating unhealthy? Like how often do you do it, and like what is your standard? Like how often are you okay with eating unhealthy? Like do you struggle with cravings, or what's like the deal?
Like, I mean, I don't really get cravings, I would say, anymore. Like I used to have a really bad thing with like instant ramen, because I would always just eat that shit because it was easy to cook. But I realized it was never really because like I loved the taste so much that I wanted to eat it all the time. It was just like convenience, because you can make it in 5 minutes, as opposed to cooking pasta or something that takes, you know, 30, 45 minutes. You gotta plate everything, you gotta wash the dishes. Like the ramen thing, you just boil it in the microwave and then you throw out the bowl afterwards. It's so easy. But then when I came here, like eating healthy got so much easier because I just have food I can eat, and I don't have to eat the pizza. Like I see the pizza, I'm like, that's a shitty pizza. I don't want to eat it. But then they have like lemon chicken next to it, and then like all this rice, like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, like all this good stuff. I'm like, I'm just gonna eat that. And then every now and then, like I'll eat you know, I'll eat fried chicken with the boys, or I'll go out and I'll drink a ton of beer, or like I'll, you know, do all this stuff that's like unhealthy. But then at the end of the day, like I spent 6 days of the week eating clean, like working out, doing all this stuff, and then I have like 1 day where I just, you know, pig out. But I've been trying not to pig out as much on those days.
Yeah, I mean it's I mean I'm all for like doing it occasionally, because I feel like I used to be in this mindset of just like stay clean for like 6 months straight, which is like I enjoy like the experience of like eating unhealthy with like friends. Like it's fun. Like eating ice cream every now and then, like going to wings, like those kind of things are fun, and I like eating unhealthy every now and then. But it's like, I guess my mindset is don't let it fall into my routine, which is kind of what you've done, because 6 days you're healthy. It's not like you're eating pizza every day. And
Yeah.
that compounds, right? You're 6 days a week, you're eating clean. I mean, I've been with you in the dining hall. You stick to meat and rice and vegetables, and it's pretty good. And then once a week. I mean, I think the difference is like how hard do you go on those days, right? Because I guess some people are in this mindset of like, today's my cheat day, so I'm gonna just do as much as I fucking can.
Yeah.
And I guess that you said that you're trying not to pig out as much, and some people are like, okay, I'll have like a bite and I'm satisfied. Like for me, I'm at that point where a bite will satisfy me.
Like like a singular bite.
Like a bite or a small portion.
Okay. Yeah.
It's usually more than a bite, but you know, that satisfies me enough, and I eat unhealthy like once every now and then. But I'm not like so D about it anymore. I feel like I used to be because I need to get out of it. But now that I'm out of it, it's like I'll just eat whenever I want, and then that happens like so infrequently that it's like it doesn't bother me. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, like when I say I pig out, like I'll eat a lot of shit in like one day. So I'm definitely more of like the cheat day kind of guy. Like, I mean, yesterday I had that Dole Whip, and then I had like a box of popcorn at the game. I drank a ton of juice, like all this bullshit. And then I think the difference this time is that I did it like all weekend. Cause I'll go on like benders. I feel like if I have motivation going one or momentum going one way, I'll just live life that way. And then if I have momentum going the other way, I'll live that way. So if I'm eating clean and I'm healthy all week, like it's pretty easy for me on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to just keep doing that. But then after Saturday or Sunday when I like, I eat ice cream or I go DoorDash Wingstop or something, then it's like harder on Monday to get back to like what I was doing. So what used to happen is that I would just go right back and then I would just eat like shit and then skip days in the gym or something. Or I mean I didn't really skip actually. It was more like I was unmotivated and then I just had to drag myself there. But I've noticed since I came here and I had like the option to just eat clean, it's been a lot more consistent.
I guess for you, the convenience is the biggest thing too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's both the convenience, but also the enjoyment of like the bender of just like going all in. Like it's fun, right? And I guess this weekend it's like you start on Friday and like maybe that was like a cheat day in your head, but then like the fun kept going with the game day, and it's like you're already in like the snowball's going, right? You're in
I know, yeah.
Then it's like Sundays you're gonna hit the brakes to get stopped, and Mondays
Yeah.
here again. So, I mean, it's interesting. How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about these like cheat day, go all in? Like, do you want to like how would you approach it in the future? Like, what's your ideal scenario?
I think I think the better way to do it and something I've been trying is just like keeping it healthy for like 2 meals of the day and then I have something good for like dinner or with lunch.
What do you mean by something good?
Like a cup of juice or like a small cone of ice cream or something. Because I think the having that balance is a lot better than like, just stacking it all on one day.
So, are you okay with doing it once a day?
Yeah, like I don't really see it necessarily as bad food. It's more like it's food that doesn't align with my goals. So, like, I mean, I don't really care if I eat a little bit of the food because it won't really interfere with anything. But I do have a problem if I'm eating a shit ton of food and then, like, I feel like shit the next day. Um, like, I just feel super greasy. It's just not good.
I mean, I've never had a problem with like binge eating really, but I've always wondered what it felt like.
I don't know.
What is it like?
It's like, I don't really know what binge eating is really. Is that like when you?
I guess binge eating is one you have. Maybe you've never done it. I guess,
Yeah.
but binge eating is this obsessive need to keep eating and then you just can't stop
Yeah,
for like extended period of time. Maybe it's like for 5 hours.
yeah,
Maybe it's like all day, or you're just like continuously eating unhealthy, and it's kind of like the snowball thing you were talking about, where it slowly starts and then it's just going, and you gotta hit
yeah,
the brakes and stop. But it's like for a short period of time of like a lot of unhealthy food.
yeah. I mean, it's not really like. I don't think it's a binge. I would say it's more like a desire to not eat healthy food. Because if I see a chicken breast or something, like I know that it's gonna be dry, especially at the dining hall. I know that shit's gonna be dry as hell. Or like I see a piece of steak that looks well done, and I'm like, man, you know, today's my rest day. I didn't work out, and like I just don't want to eat that shit. And then there's fried chicken right there. so I'm gonna eat the fried chicken. Um, so it's not really that I have a urge to eat like fried chicken. It's more that I would just rather eat the fried chicken, and then if I make that decision like three meals a day, then I end up eating fried chicken for every meal. So it's more like just having some self control. Because I mean, I like the chicken, and I sort of want to eat it, but I want to eat the other thing way more. Or like I'm sick of the chicken, so I want to eat the other thing.
So it's not like you're craving the food necessarily. Like you're not thinking about the fried chicken all day, but you're presented this option, and
Yeah.
in a moment of weakness, you just choose the easier one.
Yeah. Yeah, like sorta.
That's interesting. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, it's cool to me how you're like, despite that period of time, when Monday hits and you eat healthy, and then that lasts all week without any effort.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of cool to me. Like that when when the snowball's rolling in either direction, then it's like, it's not hard for you until something stops it.
Yeah, I mean that's what the snowball is, I think. Is one side is lifting and the other side is eating clean. And I've been focusing a lot more on eating clean and getting my nutrition right because it sets you up for better workouts and then it just keeps going. So I think the motivation thing and the momentum thing is more that I'm going to the gym, I work really hard because I feel good. And then afterwards, I don't want to waste that workout, so I'll go to the dining hall, I'll go home, I'll go out to eat, and I'll get food that is high in protein, like that would make me feel good and build muscles. And I'll eat right so that I can grow, like put on weight, because I'm bulking right now. So usually I'm just stuffing my face, but when I'm cutting, it's going to be more like eating a lot of protein, but also just not eating the junk. Because right now, I mean, I'm not eating the junk because, like, I don't want to break out. Because I don't know, like, if I eat too much of that shit, I just feel super greasy all day, and then I end up breaking out.
So you have your skin has
It's like it's more of a skin problem than like a calorie problem. In fact, I need the calories, so it would actually be easier for me to bulk if I just ate junk all day. But the skin doesn't like that, so I just eat pretty clean.
Is that a normal thing? Like, is that something unique to you, or did most people experience like processed food leading to skin problems?
It's genetic, I think, because most people.
I want Teo to search this up, but you just disagree.
Yeah. No, I think it's genetic because you'll see some people, like you'll see some girls who are just eating ice cream all day, like their diet's so bad.
And they're so bad as fuck.
Yeah, and they're bad as fuck. They don't break out, and they're just chilling. Like,
I think the sad thing is that only lasts like through your 20s, and then like 25, 26, like fuck.
Well, that's when they start getting fat.
Yeah.
But they don't get the skin problems.
That's fair. I feel like most guys don't get skin problems either, though. It's like there's probably a niche group of people that do. Do guys get it more often than girls, or?
I think it's kind of the same. I think girls get it more because like their hormones are all fucked up.
They put so much shit on too. It's like.
And then they put on a lot of shit. But it's more like people who are like anxious and they're like touching it. I'm not saying this like as a point that more girls get it than guys, but I think just in general, anybody who like touches their face a lot just tends to break out more. But like I don't really touch my face and it happens. So it's like low-key genetic.
There's a lot of random factors and stuff, but.
Because like you'll see some people with like an acne beard, like it goes all the way around, and like those people need Accutane, because I think it's something with the oil glands or something, and it makes too much oil on your face, and then it just causes acne.
How does that happen again?
Like people with really bad acne either have like really sensitive skin, so it gets irritated easily, or they just make way too much like oil. I think it's called like.
So the oil they generate in their body.
Yeah, like like what sebum is.
Like the
like
bodybuilder.
No, yeah, well, it's like the bodybuilder, but it like.
Is a product.
No, it's supposed to. It's like the natural oil that your body makes to keep your skin like moisturized.
So it's called sebum.
It's called sebum.
So C-Bomb's named after that.
What?
Like I mean, Chris Bumstead.
Yeah, Chris.
Okay.
No. This is like it's separate. It's
Why'd you bring the bodybuilder up?
Because that's like what I don't
Okay.
know. It's like
Okay.
C-Bomb, you know.
C-Bomb.
But yeah, no. I think people with overactive sebum glands usually have more acne, and then like like Accutane, that like shuts down the sebum thing so that they don't produce as much oil, and that's why it works.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I'm so grateful I've never had skin problems, but I mean, a lot of people do. Like, what do you do about it? Do you apply stuff to it? Like, how do you manage those breakouts?
Well, the most important thing is diet and hydration. Because if you're dehydrated, um, no, low-key, like if you're dehydrated, it doesn't make as much of a difference. But if you're eating a lot of processed foods and stuff that makes you like inflamed, um, and it also makes your sebum things make more sebum. So that makes your face like just fucks you up.
Yeah.
And then this might just be mental for me, but it feels like I'm sweating out oil sometimes
You can
if I eat too much
physically
shit.
feel it.
Yeah, like if I eat a lot of like greasy shit, fries, fried chicken, burgers, like if I spend the whole day eating
I
that,
feel your face melting almost.
it feels like I'm sweating out lard. It's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
I know. You just feel gross all
That's
day.
a crazy feeling.
That's why I stopped eating it as much.
So do you feel that even if you have a little bit, or like usually?
No, yeah, it'd have to be a lot. Like,
So is that where this mindset comes from? Of like, if I just have a little bit every day,
yeah,
I can control those like big.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because if you have Popeyes, and this one time I got a 5-piece thing, 5-piece tenders from Popeyes, and when I DoorDashed it, so when it was at my house, it was cold, and all the oil on it hardened. So imagine, like, you know how coconut oil at room temperature, that's like lard basically, or it's like
Solidy.
it's solid. It was like that. It felt like I was eating that on all the wings,
That's disgusting.
and dude, it like coats your whole mouth. And you're just like, it's like, it's just not
Never had
very
Popeyes.
good.
Never had Popeyes.
You should try it.
I've actually never had most fast foods.
I mean, you should probably keep it that way. That's probably part of part of why you don't have skin problems. It's because you don't
You
eat
think
shit
so?
like that. Like, have you always just eaten fairly healthy?
When I was younger, I ate more unhealthy.
Yeah.
Cause I just didn't
Like,
care.
how much younger?
I started eating healthy when I was 17, 18, 19, the last 2 years.
17, 18.
Because I'm just trying to think. Because I remember in high school for sure, I would have unhealthy food for breakfast every day.
Like a cereal or something?
Like I would have pancakes or French toast or something every day for breakfast in high school.
Oh, wait, like at school?
Yeah, because I went to a boarding school.
Oh, yeah, you're
So
right.
I would have my eggs, potatoes, and like pancakes or something every
Yeah.
day. Like they have it here too. I just don't take the pancakes anymore, right? But I do crave breakfast foods a lot. That's my favorite.
Breakfast.
And then in high school, like I go through phases. Like I'd eat like cereal for like a couple months, cinnamon toast crunch with a lot of milk.
Yeah,
that shit's
that's-
good. But like, I just
that
didn't care.
slaps.
I didn't really realize the harms of it.
Yeah.
But I think slowly with time, like I shifted toward healthier food.
Mm.
I was vegetarian for 17 years.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Why?
Because if you're vegetarian, you're not eating any of the shit that normally.
Processed meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like processed meat, I think is a big thing. And then like a lot of sodium is also a thing.
Yeah, so I'm definitely low on both of those. I was eating home cooked meals for most of my meals, and they were just pretty healthy, I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously low in protein. Then at 17, I started eating meat, and for the last 2 years, and I got
Yeah.
more muscles and shit. But yeah.
Dude, that's kind of rough. I think you would have been taller if you ate a lot of
You think so?
protein.
You
Yeah,
think height
'cause-
has a correlation with height. Height has a correlation with protein.
I think somewhat.
Dude, I want Taylor to search all these things. Where did he go? Bro just disappeared.
Dude, Teo just dipped.
He's like never done
Is
that.
he taking a shit right now?
Maybe he's taking a shit. Like sometimes he has phone calls, but he comes back in like 2 minutes. Yeah. Remember all the things we had to search up.
Okay, so we had the
sebum.
the sebum, and then whatever we were just
Face
talking
acne.
about. And like height and
Height and protein.
protein.
I wonder. That's also just genetic. My mom's 5 foot. I mean, my dad's 5'8", so it's
Actually, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
kind of expected to be around here.
Yeah.
But
Dude, I've had this funny plan in my mind for a while that I want to tell you about. So like Project LeBron. You never heard of Project LeBron? So like, people will say that they're gonna marry a 7-foot black lady and have a kid with her, so that their kid would be like LeBron.
this is some TikTok thing?
Yeah.
I've never heard about this.
Yeah. So they'll be like.
If your goal is just to make a fuck ton of money, that's probably your fastest method.
I know, that's the new method. That's the new tech. You just gotta have a kid with a 7-foot black woman and have a monster athlete kid. And then he would, get that NBA money. He could live on his yacht. Be so sick.
A lot of them don't even make that much money, though. Only the best of the best make that much money. A lot of them
Yeah,
don't
but I
even make
mean,
that
even the
much.
shitters in the NBA are making like $2 million a year.
Are they?
Yeah.
Teo, search that shit up.
Dude, where the fuck is Teo,
I'm
dude?
calling him. Dude.
Middle of the fucking podcast.
Dude, Teo's gonna come back. I'm calling Teo.
Dude, Teo's beating his shit in the bathroom now.
Bro, need a little break.
Yo, what's
Yeah,
up?
where'd you go?
Taking a shit, bro.
Jack was right. Okay, we have like 100 things we need you to search up, but it's fine. We'll wait.
Fuck.
All right.
Give me like 2 minutes.
All right, no worries. Take your time. We thought you were beating your shit. Bye. Okay. What was I gonna ask you to search up?
The LeBron.
Something
Project
about
LeBron.
that. Something about that.
Yeah.
Like how much NBA players make?
Oh, yeah.
The average.
Well, I know it's like 2 million.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the minimum, I think.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's a long. Are people serious about it? I feel like some people would be serious about it.
What?
Like actually doing this.
Oh, like actually doing.
I feel like some people would.
I feel like there's got to be one guy out there who'd be down to do that.
Would you be down to do that? If you're guaranteed.
Fuck
If you're
no.
guaranteed 10 mil a year,
No.
you wouldn't do it.
No. Money can't buy like.
Love.
No, money can't buy like. Respecting yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
I'd
if
rather
I
just
did
make the
that,
money myself.
I would never respect
I
myself.
also would rather make money myself than rely on something like that.
Yeah. And imagine if you do all that and then your son just ends up being like.
A porn star or something.
No, but he would make money.
Yeah.
Imagine if he just sat at home and ripped card all day.
But he could also just abuse you. If he has all that, he has a lot of power over you if he makes that money.
He does.
He could just fuck with you.
Dude, but you gotta treat him well. Like, you're not gonna just abuse your kid.
Yeah.
You're gonna make sure he's a good guy.
But even if I do all that well, just the power dynamic I would never be happy with that.
Yeah.
If like I literally relied on him to do anything I want,
I mean, I guess that's fair.
I'd rather just.
Yeah, you don't want to be, like, bitched around by your own son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a kind of control freak. Like I want to be in control of everything. Like I want to
Yeah.
be the guy that makes the money and controls it. Like.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like everybody wants to have control over something on some level.
So why'd you bring a Project LeBron? Like what's your plan?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
You said you have a plan.
I know, that's my plan.
You're gonna do Project LeBron.
Well, I was gonna make a joke, but then I kind of fucked up the delivery. So it's like,
You gonna do it again?
whatever.
I'm so curious.
yeah, Larry, let's start over. Have you
Alright.
ever heard of Project LeBron? No,
Uh,
actually, let me tell you about my plan.
Okay. Tell me.
So I'm gonna marry a 7-foot black woman, and then have a kid, and he's gonna turn out to be an NBA star. And
That was a joke.
I'm gonna, dude, like, bro, I gotta work on these deliveries because
Yeah,
sometimes
dude.
they just absolutely.
Girls are not gonna be feeling that, bro.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't make that joke with a black or not. No, I wouldn't make that joke with a girl. I don't think.
Yeah, but you gotta get better delivery in general.
Yeah.
These jokes.
Yeah. Definitely.
How's the progress going in life with females?
With females, bro.
With your motion.
With my motion, like not bad. I mean, I've been going out, I've been talking to people, but nothing huge. Just, I mean, I already talked to you about it like a week ago. Not much change.
Yeah, I'm curious for you when you look at yourself objectively, like in the next month, if you could, where do you see yourself in a month in your dating life, and like what do you think you need to develop in the next month for yourself?
What's up, Teo?
Oh, bro.
How was your
You're good.
jerk?
How was your burgers, too? Fuck, bro.
So valid. There we go. Can you look it up?
How much does the
How much is
average
it?
NBA player make? Yeah, like not like the rich ones, like the average NBA player. Your screen recording, right? Okay, well, 11.9. Are you serious? The average, there's so many of them.
Average NBA players suck.
Dude, I'm gonna help on Project LeBron.
You should.
I think you convinced me.
Your kid would be like 6 foot though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Hey, Allen Iverson.
Could be an Allen Iverson.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'd really drag it down. Even if I get the 7-foot black woman, I'm like.
'Cause I think it's like halfway between the two, right?
So it's 7 foot and 5'7", average out to.
If it's a guy, you add a little bit to that half.
You had like 2 inches, I think.
So 5'9". And 7 foot. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, I got you. I understand. So 5'7", plus 5, 1.5, 7.5. Maybe like 6'2", 6'3". It's not even that good though.
Yeah, that's too short, I think.
And you find an 8-foot black woman.
Shaq.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why's
Project
Mary
Shaq.
Shaq?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Dude, that I've always wondered, like, I feel bad for like really, really tall women, like 6'3" and above, I would say.
It sucks, but they also probably get more attention than the average guy. They can probably still pull.
Well, like, their dating pool is so limited because it's really only people that are taller than them, like usually,
Or someone shorter.
or someone shorter. But
But at least there are people there.
yeah, but like imagine being a 6'4" woman
It sucks.
and you're looking for somebody who's taller than you. You'd have to go, you'd have to go to the NBA.
I don't think they're complaining.
I mean, I don't think they're complaining either, but like,
But also the NBA player is
Imagine
probably
it-
not going to want a 6'4" girl, you know?
yeah. So like their options are so limited.
But I feel like the 6'3" girl has more options than the 4'10" guy. Right?
I feel like it's always gonna be like that though, because it's the woman.
I heard this quote that like the closest you'll get to feeling like a woman is if you become famous.
Really?
Because if you're famous, like, it doesn't matter how much status you have, how good your looks are, or how tall you are. If you're famous, you'll have unlimited attention, more than like the 6-foot Chad or anyone, right? If you're famous, like, there's this, pretty much every girl in the world is going to want to be with you, or at least sleep with you or something. So,
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
and that's probably what the life of a girl is like, right? Because I mean, most girls get approached, like, at least one of my friends was telling me, like, she'll get approached like at least once a day, and that's like normal. Most girls, like, at least someone will try talking to them. If you're an attractive girl, like, most guys are trying to hit on you, or at least throughout the day. Might not be like solely upfront about it, but like they know when they're walking in a room, like the way guys will look at them, like if they had the opportunity to, they'd fucking hit. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And it's like, as a girl, like as an attractive girl, you kind of live life and you just have options all around you, and it's a really interesting experience because like I know. There's very few guys who can experience that feeling, but even like the most attractive guys I know just get rejected by like mid girls. You know, like it's kind of crazy. But if you're famous, I think that's the closest you'll get to feeling what the average girl feels like.
Mm.
Because they literally have people filter out their Instagram DMs for people they can interact with. The girls just messaging them, you know.
I mean, I've never thought about it like that. I guess like as a guy, you don't really think about that. Because like no one's looking at you unless you're super jacked or like you're really fine or something, or you're super tall, or you're super short. But like that's in a bad way. So yeah, I guess it's crazy. What's like the cutoff, do you think, for
Unattractiveness for height?
no, an attractive girl?
How tall?
No, like, because you said like how hot is this girl? Because I feel like
The girl I was talking about?
yeah, because I feel
She's
like
pretty hot, so it's an exception. But still, I think the average girl, at least a
You
lot of
think-
guys try to talk to them throughout the day. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Like, see, there's very few guys that are like cold approaching like us. But there's a lot of pussy guys that are just trying to say hi, like, how are you doing? Or like, hey, what'd you get on the math problem or some shit, right?
Okay.
And it's pretty obvious, like, you know, they're just trying to talk to them.
Man, I
Try to
wonder
deal
what
with
it'd
it.
be like to have a hit sense. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting hit on right now.
Dude, they have
You
like
have
they have a
spidey
seventh
sense?
sense, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they know, like they fucking know what your intentions are.
Yeah. So like, how do you think you scramble that?
What do you mean?
Like, cause let's just say like you don't really know if you wanna like see this girl or not, and but you don't wanna like come off like you're trying to hit on her.
Why wouldn't you want to come off as that?
I don't know. Let's just say that's what it is.
Like, give me more context. What do you
Okay.
mean?
All right. Let me just reframe the situation, right?
So there's a girl you're considering, but you don't know if you want to like.
Or
show
no,
intent.
actually, this is actually a much better way to put it. Like, let's say there's a girl in your class that you don't want to ask out now. Like, you want to get to know a little bit, but you don't want to come off like you're just hitting on her, and you're just trying to do that because, like, you know, you want to date her.
You don't want to make a move on something you don't even like know if you want to pursue yet. That way.
Yeah, like,
Or
sort
just
of.
get to know someone. Like,
But
have
like,
someone
just
to
get
lead.
to know. Like, imagine like you're just trying to be friends with them, or something. Like, I guess what's the difference? Like, how would they even know that?
Well, actually, like, I'll kind of take back what I said because, not to put this in a bad way, but like, girls kind of like. I think that. DJ's back. See, I think there's very few guys who would like actually want to be actual just friends with a girl.
Yeah.
And I have female friends, right? Everyone has female friends, but in most situations, that's bad, buddy. in most situations, I feel like even if a guy like claims to be like just friends with a girl, like he's kind of coping because they'll have at least a little bit of feelings. Like if the girl wanted to turn around and like fuck him, like he'd probably do it, right? So I think that sure, guys can be friends with girls, but like there's a little bit of attraction there always as a guy. Like that's just, if you're a guy, like for most girls, like that's always gonna be there. I feel like, but from a girl's perspective, I feel like they can have plenty of guy friends, and like be just totally just friends with them, and that's totally fine for them because like, I guess they want more of like the attention part of it, and obviously they're like a good listener, right? So if there's a guy friend who's like a good listener, then she can kind of get all the boyfriend stuff she wants out of him without actually giving anything in return. So
Yeah.
that's why I think there's a lot of girls that surround themselves with like the gay best friend or with like a bunch of guy friends because like, well, they get all the things they want out of it without having to give up anything. So I think in that regard, like, even though they can kind of, if someone approaches a girl like cold, I think they'll know that he's hitting on her. But if it's like more of a slow bleed kind of effect, like in class, they'll kind of live in this illusion that, oh, he just wants to be friends. Because in her mind, she can be friends with the guy. But in the guy's mind, it's like, he could be friends with the girl, but it's like, can he really though? I don't know.
Yeah.
But most of them are okay with it, have a bunch of guy friends. Because, like, they will always, unless, like, you're making it very obvious you're into her. Even if you, like, flirt with her a lot, like, they could still just see you as a friend, I think. Like, there was a girl I thought I made it very clear I was into her. And then the whole interaction, like, I told you about, I was like, she just thought the whole thing was a friendship.
Yeah.
So I think it's, like,
Yeah.
your job as a guy. If you're into her, you need to make it clear, I think. Like, I used to have this mindset in middle school where I can prove myself. Or in high school, I also had this mindset I can prove myself. And I think that mindset came from the fact that I believed that I knew I wasn't attractive. But I'm like, trust me, I'm a good guy. I'll just prove myself.
Yeah.
And then it's just stupid because they, as you said before, you've told me a bunch of times, like they make up your mind about you like right away. In the first date, in the first interaction. And that's a combination of your looks, but also just like how you interact with them. They can read everything immediately, right? So they're not going to change their mind about you or that way they see you. They'll put you in a box when you meet them. So it's like, I'm a little this mindset now. I'm kind of learning this from you actually, because you're pretty direct. I'm pretty indirect in my
Yeah.
approach, and I still like going indirect. But then like as soon as I know I want to make a move, I'll go direct. Like I need to make it clear. I think it's important in me because I don't want to talk to a girl for like 2 weeks and then just get friend zoned. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, I didn't have like the problem where I was trying to prove myself, but it was more like I was under the impression that I had to like be friends with them first and then do that. But then I realized, I was just trying to be friends with her because I wanted to date her. So like, why would I waste both of our times by doing that? Because usually the girls I want to be friends with, I'm not attracted to. Because, if I get along with her really well, then I don't think she would be like a good partner.
You said if you get along with her well, she wouldn't be a good partner?
Yeah, because if she's like, like we're going out, like we're going to the bar, and she like really likes getting, wasted. Like that's a lot of fun to like hang out with, but I wouldn't want that in a partner. So it's that kind of thing.
Mm. I feel like there's no harm in having a bunch of female friends either.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having
Because
female friends.
if you just have a lot of female friends, then you kind of choose selectively. Like you can have like options of like, okay, who if I want to make a move with someone, like who do I actually like here?
Yeah.
You know? So like I always approach even if it doesn't go well, just like at least I'll just have the friendship or indirect connection, just like leave it at that, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, build up connections, kind of.
I don't know. I don't like to look at it like that. Like I could make a move on any of these people. Because usually, like, I don't know, if I like a girl, then I'm just gonna make a move on her, like, pretty soon into the interaction, or, like, acquaintanceship, or whatever, right? So I'm gonna make my intent clear. So I feel like I end up being friends with girls who I'm just not gonna go for, and I know that I'm not gonna go for.
Yeah, so they're just good to have as friends and treat them as normal people at that point.
Well, yeah, of course I'm going to treat him like a normal person. It's not like I'm going up to random.
No, I mean you treat a girl you're attracted to very different than you treat a girl you're not attracted to, right?
Really?
Like if I'm attracted to a girl, like kind of the way I'll talk to her will be different. The way I'm showing intent will be different. Like around a girl I'm not into, I won't care. I'll talk normally, you know.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of true.
Like I'm not changing my personality, but I'm changing like the way I interact.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I'm just going to be friends with somebody, like, I'm not going to be as flirty. But I feel like that's also just how I talk, so it kind of works out.
Yeah. That's interesting. Well, the situation you talked about, was that in high school or was that recently?
No, that was like a long time ago. That was in high school.
Yeah.
That's actually what got me into lifting, because I was really into this one girl. And back then it wasn't like, it was less that I was trying to prove myself. I just wanted to have a better chance, because I knew that, like, I mean, I was chopped, like super chopped back then. This is like freshman year though. So I spent the summer, like, I got into lifting. I was doing like calisthenics at the start. I'm like, man, I really want to bulk. So like I actually got a gym membership. Gained a bunch of weight, and then I still got rejected. But
So what were the main improvements? Is your physique?
it was my physique. It was like, my social skills, because those really degraded over COVID, I think. So I got those back, and I was chilling. But I was low-key a nice guy back then, so it didn't. That girl ended up just seeing me as a friend. And like looking back now, I'm so glad like that didn't work out, because she's so chopped.
So what, your standards have increased or what? Or you're just like delusional?
No, I
about
mean,
this?
I feel like I have a higher standard for. The standard is more like, who do I like, and who do I click with. It's not really like, oh yeah, baseline she has to be an 8, or I'm not gonna date her.
Yeah,
I
agree
think that's
with that.
dumb.
I mean, there's a lot of factors that like influence, do I like this girl?
Yeah, like if you're Like, I mean, I like a nice person. That's what I like. So she would have to be a nice person, and if she's pretty, then like she's pretty. But I feel like, you know, like I can't be going out there saying like, yeah, I'm not dating anyone that's below a 5 or an 8 or like whatever.
I mean, it depends, because like I feel like physical attraction is important, but like I'm not gonna like just totally. I think it's cope to almost like cut out like 80% of the population. Like I'll talk to almost anyone and like to see where it goes, but
Yeah.
I mean it's gonna be hard for me to date someone I don't find attractive, like physically.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I have the highest standards ever. Like I'm not like the most attractive guy either. Like but
Yeah.
I don't know, if I look at her and I don't find her like physically attractive, like to an extreme degree, it's like I don't know.
Yeah. For me, there's like a baseline level that I'm not like. She has to be willing to take care of herself, because like I take care of myself. So I figure like, there's got to be some level of agreement there. Like you got to take care of your body, because that signals that you have self-respect. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I guess in my eyes, like if I find someone, and this is like just strictly for a partner, right? Not for anything else. Like obviously the other stuff there too. But if I'm looking for like a partner,
Yeah.
if I find someone who takes care of themselves, like that's great. But if I find someone who doesn't, and like I see the mold around me and then they change, then I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, I won't like close someone off if I just see that. I guess I'll just like talk to them, kind of see where it goes. But
It's more like values, I think, because you end up like if somebody takes care of themselves, it indicates that you guys have similar values because you value like looking decent and looking presentable. I think there's just a baseline for like how much you're willing to do that.
so in your values, you have taking care of yourself, like the biggest one. What else do you think falls in there?
Like definitely being more of an extrovert because I don't really like babysitting. Like I have obviously like there's levels to it. Like you're, it's not like I'm just not talking to somebody because they're, or not talking to a girl because she's introverted. But if I'm like really bored during the interaction, then I don't want to see her. Like you know who I'm talking about right now. Yeah, cause like maybe for the first couple dates, if you're leading it, you're leading the conversation, you're leading the show, and I think that's normal. But then if you actually like talk to them for a while and you're realizing I'm always starting the conversations, and she never starts a conversation, or she like always leads the conversation into a boring area, I'm just gonna be like I don't know, I don't like that. So it's not stimulating, you know.
I think most girls just yap about like stupid stuff sometimes.
But I'm not talking about like yapping about stupid stuff. I'm just saying that like they're not very interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if I'll keep this in, but I'll just stay for the conversation. But like, yeah, I feel like the person I was talking to today, like, she wasn't like that interesting at all. Like, she was so boring. And it's
Yeah.
like I was leading the whole thing. And like I tend to like introverted girls more personally.
yeah.
Because I feel like I'm a pretty big extrovert, and it kind of balances me out, and it's like attractive to me almost, because like in my world I'm talking to a million people, but then like in her world she's like completely comfortable being by herself, and that's kind of really attractive to me, and it kind of helps me bring me to like my own like kind of quiet world. But I mean, that doesn't mean she has to like not be interesting. I feel like there can be interesting introverted girls,
No, definitely, but it's
but she was pretty fucking boring.
yeah.
Like I'm leading most of the, she'll start some conversation, I'll try to navigate it around, but it's
Yeah.
like I think sometimes you'll like talk to a girl for like an hour and it just flows naturally, and it's like good. Sometimes you're like
I feel like that's what it means to like click
yeah.
with somebody. But I feel like that's normal on a first date, because I feel, especially if she's introverted, it's gonna be harder for her to like you know, get out of her comfort zone and ask you good questions. And she probably doesn't have much experience like asking good questions. That goes like both ways. I feel like if you don't really talk to anybody usually, and then you try to put yourself into that situation, you're not going to be able to perform well or just like present yourself well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely the case. And you just give it a couple of times and see.
Yeah.
If like, because most people do have more stories behind them. I mean, that's what I learned from the podcast, because someone I don't know that well, if I just force myself to talk to them for 2 hours, I'm like, holy shit, you have like a lot of cool stuff going on in your world.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes an hour to get there, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that happened a lot of times in this podcast where like I think I'm talking to the most boring guy, and then out of nowhere it's like, damn, he thinks about some deep shit too. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought the guy just goes to the gym and eats and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what's cool about this. But I mean, she was saying that too a lot. Like she could continually say that. Like, I mean, she would say I'm really good at conversations. I'm like, I wonder why. I don't know.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh yeah, you're good at holding conversation. And she's like, yeah, I don't talk to that many people. I need to work on that and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like. Yeah. Yeah, I think the reason why I really like extroverted girls is that they'll sort of yap, but it'll be interesting. Like they'll
They're
talk.
better. They've developed the skill of yapping, so they can do it well.
Yeah. Because, like one of my exes was definitely like more introverted. So, like she was super nice, but, you know, like God, it was so dry. And like I knew she liked me, so she wasn't just doing that to like blow me off, but like I don't know, she didn't really know how to have an interesting conversation, and then like ask good questions, I guess. And then another one was like more extroverted, and she was like super interesting. It's fun to hang out with her.
Well, I think that objectively, extroverted people are a lot more fun to hang out with. Like when you're with, I mean, I don't know what drinking's like, right? But I'm sure that going out with an extroverted girl and drinking with them, like just like, I'm sure that's a fun experience. And just like being with an extroverted person, there's more energy and stuff.
No, definitely, it's
But-
like more fun.
Like the experience, like I think the short term interaction, maybe some people like they can build a long term too, right? Like I feel like the short term interaction with an extroverted girl objectively is more fun than with an introverted girl.
Yeah,
Like when I talk to someone who's super energetic and like a yapper and just like says stupid stuff, that's fun. But I feel like my internal attraction is to the introverted girl, which is why I mean at this stage of my life I'll just keep both of them in my life, and then like we kind of until something like if I find someone I really like and start dating them, that's different. But like, until then, it's like you know kind of play the cards and see what we can get. But
right.
I mean I feel like you'll never have a time again like after college where like if I end up like I feel like the person I end up like going long term with would probably be more like introverted kind of, right? So I feel like there's never gonna be a time again where I'm like interacting with like this many like extroverted girls or like fun girls like that, or in the party scene or whatever. Because when I get older, you have to do real life stuff, and
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get a job.
yeah,
God
mainly
forbid.
mainly for the kids, right? I'm
God
not gonna.
forbid you get a job.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have kids, then you're not gonna go out and like
exactly.
find a bunch of hot chicks to sleep with.
Exactly. I mean that's different when you're married and you have like kids to care. Taylor put his
Dude,
hands up,
even
like,
when you're
Taylor's
even
doing
when
it,
you're
dude.
cuffed, dude, like.
Taylor put his hands up like I'm doing it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
So we're at in life snapshot, September 14th.
Yes,
I think I'm
sir.
gonna do 5 kids. I've decided.
5. You settled on 5. There we go.
What do you think?
That's a good amount. Me personally, I want to have 4.
They're not much different. It's like the same.
Yeah, like it's pretty much the same.
It's 4 or 5.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I think the best like loadout of kids is 2 sons and 2 daughters. Because it's like having 1 son and 1 daughter, but you have 2.
Double.
You have double that, and it's fun.
What about 4 sons?
4
No, I was fucking around.
like I want like the full range.
No,
of,
daughters are
of
more.
fatherhood,
I feel
you
like
know?
daughters are like scarier to raise, but like they're great people. Like I'm excited to have like daughters and sons. Like they're like, different. Like the way you like raise them is different. It's like
Well, I'd hope you'd be excited because they're your kids.
I don't know. I think about that a lot. I'm like, I don't know what my kids are gonna be like. I'm just so curious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna raise a bitch though.
Yeah.
Like, if my son ends up being like, dude, if my son ends up being a pussy, dude, I'm gonna actually just.
Well, you have
confuse
full
him.
control over
Talking
that.
about your son.
Oh, you thought he was talking about the girl.
No.
Chill,
Yeah,
dad,
no, I'm definitely not. I wouldn't call my daughter a bitch.
Yeah,
ever.
what?
Yeah.
Nah, I'd never do that. She's a princess. She's a queen.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you can't really control how they turn out. It's like
I think
to
you
a
can.
point. To a point.
I mean, you don't want to control, like put your like fist on them, but
Yeah.
like the decisions you make as a parent will impact how they grow.
Yeah, definitely.
So you do have a lot of control in that one. That
Yeah.
sense.
Like I'm gonna be present for my kids' lives, which is why like I'm conflicted about investment banking. Because if I go into that and I end up staying in it, that like I'm gonna be out of the house most of the day, most days of the week, and then when I'm at home, I'm gonna be working. So like family's a lot more important to me than like money, I guess.
And you want your wife to work as well, right?
Well, I don't care if she works or not. It's just that I wouldn't care if she worked.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not like in that mindset, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if it were investment banking, like what else would it be?
That's the part I don't know.
You're in LSA, right?
Yeah,
Are you trying to transfer to us?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It'll increase your chances a lot for getting recruiting and everything. I mean, investment
Yeah,
banking is so brutal.
I know it's like, I mean, I basically got to start. I got to start in like 2 weeks doing shit. And it's definitely a really hard thing to get into at the beginning, and it's a hard grind. But I figure like, if I really love it and I keep doing it, then I'm gonna be making a shit ton of
Do you
money.
think you'd love it? Like, what is like your day look like if you're investment? Like, what do you do?
It's a lot of, well, basically IB is you're handling, uh, like what mergers and acquisitions is.
Kind of like you basically like buy equity in a company and then like
You like
scale?
facilitate the buying of one company to another, buying and selling between companies.
So you
So
help
you'll
you help companies interact basically in the selling process.
Yeah. So you'll make like models, you'll make stuff, um, and then you'll make like slideshows and shit. I don't really know much about the job yet, but basically it's just that, and then you handle like a deal or something. And then the reason why they make so much money is because you get commission from that. So once you get the commission, that's like a shit ton of money.
So you get paid for like how actually well you do. Like if you do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like your bonus is crazy. So that's why they make so much money. I think the base salary is like 200K. Just a lot of money, obviously, but you make a ton. But I figure like if I do that for a couple of years and then I transfer into some other thing that's like more regular hours, but sort of a managerial position, that'd be pretty nice. Because then I'd just work, 9 to 5.
So investment banking is worse than 9 to 5, right? Like what are the hours? How many hours a week?
Markets open at 8, I think. So you'd be in the office at 7, and then I don't know, you get like an hour for lunch, and you're just sitting there at your computer all day, and then you go home at like 10, 11, maybe
PM?
yeah, or maybe midnight, and then
Is he Catholic? Oh, I'm here in finance. I don't know. It's all the same.
Yeah, but it's all that.
Search it up. I'm looking at Taylor like he's like a genius. Like he knows everything.
It's like 80 to 100 hours a week. It's brutal.
You're telling me 7 to 11 p.m.
It could end up like that.
What are you doing all day?
You're like analyzing stuff, I think.
How do you
And
not
then
go
you're
crazy?
you're talking to all the people because you send like a bunch of numbers to like an analyst, and then they come back to you, and then you have to like meet with your boss, and they tell you what to do, but the reason why it takes so much time is that they're really nitpicky about the details. So, like imagine you made an entire presentation, and then literally 30 seconds before it's due, they're like, oh yeah, we don't need it anymore. You got to work on this thing instead. And
So
then
that happens commonly.
that happens all the time. So you'll have days where like you work on something and then it just gets scrapped and then you have to start over like completely because like some number was wrong or that's not what they want or something. So you always have work to do. And the reason why like the hours stretch out so much is that those things will happen and then your boss or your manager will like call you at home and be like, okay, yeah, you got to do this right now by like 6 a.m.
Dude, that's a brutal life.
Yeah. So it's like, it's insane. And that's why I don't want to keep doing it. Well, I would do it. I could see myself doing it for like a short period of time.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd go crazy. I'd be depressed.
Well, that's why I want to sort out my life before I do that. Because like I want to get married young.
How young?
Like basically right out of college.
And you want your girls probably around the same age?
Yeah, I mean around the same age, maybe
Younger.
a little younger.
Yeah.
And then like I want to have that settled because I've heard like once you get into that, like you don't have time to date and you don't have time to do anything else.
Yeah, like you don't have no life at that point.
I know, you don't have a life. So you just got to live that for a couple of years. But then after that, you're like made.
I just can't imagine a life where like I don't have control over my day. That's scary to me.
Loki, that's a job though.
Well, that's why I'm trying to like navigate into a place where like I'm trying to find the job with the most control.
Yeah.
Because like college, like high school and college, I've had a lot of control over how I want to spend my time.
Sure.
And
so
I like
what are you looking at right now?
I mean, I want to work in startups, which obviously will still have crazy hours, right? But
Yeah.
I think
But it's more structured.
the thing I like about startups is that the culture is more accountability
Yeah.
than people being on your ass,
Yeah.
right? Well, even if I'm not the co-founder, even if I'm just a guy in the startup,
Yeah.
I mean, you got like 50 guys trying to make this shit. Like, no one's gonna be like on your ass all the time. They just want a guy that can just do the shit and like they don't have to boss you around.
Yeah.
And that's how I operate. I'm like, let me just do my thing. I promise I'll get you by the deadline. Let me just do it my way.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
you're definitely like somebody who wants to be his own boss. I can definitely see that. I mean, you got a podcast going on here. You set all this shit up. Got an assistant. Great assistant.
The best I could ask for.
Yeah. And like you like I guess like inserting yourself into other people's lives. Like not in a bad way, right? But you're just like a really social, like outgoing guy. Like you're at Mojo, like welcome week. You gotta find somebody to like eat with, right? And hopefully like he's cool, right? So like I mean that's how we met, right? But it's not, you don't sit there and wait for shit to come to you. I think you like make a lot of opportunities, which is like a good trait to have.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. But I think that it's a blessing and a curse. I think there's definitely a lot of good. I'm not gonna downplay it, right? It's good, but
Yeah.
like I know people say like jokes and stuff like they couldn't see themselves do investment banking. I could never do that. But I literally like when I say that I physically would go like mentally insane. Like I would the amount of pain and depression I would feel like it would be like extreme.
Yeah.
If I didn't have that control.
Yeah.
Like I would actually go mentally insane, I think.
Yeah.
So it's just scary to me.
Dude, I'm getting distracted by your eyebrows.
Do I put him on The Secret?
Dude, Charlie like blessed you, dude.
I mean, you're the one who came up with it.
I know,
But yeah, I did it myself. You're just guiding me.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, I mean, he did a little
Did
bit
you
for
buy
me.
one of those derma blades?
No, so he has like a whole kit.
Yeah.
What was the name? I don't remember. I was gonna ask you to search it up. But he has like he has like the scissors, he has like the brush tool, he has like the little clippers.
Blade.
So I started with the clippers. So I got I got the unibrow out. So I got all the stuff down here on my nose, all the stuff underneath I got out. Then for the shape of it, I don't know if you noticed, but one of them kind of arcs up more. Do you
Yeah,
notice it?
I do notice
You do,
it
like
now.
this one like arcs up more. So
I can't unsee it now.
Yeah, now everyone's gonna know. All my podcast viewers are fuck.
Yeah.
It's like you don't notice it obviously if you look at my face, but if I point it out, then it's like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Yeah.
I think when I've read, it usually happens because you overuse one eyebrow than the other. So then that's what
What?
Charlie told me. Like,
When you read?
Like when I raise my eyebrows or something.
Is that actually a thing?
Can you search it up?
Yo, Tam, search that up.
But so then I
One
got
eyebrow
curious.
higher than the other eyebrow.
Then I got curious and I got the idea that like, well, if anyone can figure that out, it's me because I have 200, 300 hours worth of content of me sitting here just talking to people, so I can like observe my eyebrows, see if I'm overusing one of them. So I'm gonna be doing it one of these days on like a Friday night if I'm not doing anything else.
Genetics, muscle imbalances, or like age-related stuff.
Yeah, probably not the overuse of one eyebrow.
Muscle imbalance. That's
Muscle imbalance, though.
Oh, I'm so like it's now that I'm like conscious about it, it just hurts to raise my eyebrows.
It's like not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but it's whatever. That's how it is, right? So we made the shape a little bit thinner. I want to show you the before and after.
Dude, I know, like,
I'm dropping
bro,
these.
that was the thing that was like
too.
bothering me so much. Anytime I was like up close with you, because I would just see the unibrow and I'd be like, "Fuck, dude, you gotta let that go."
Yeah, and that's why I feel like judging people is good because you judge me and I'm
Yeah.
better now. All right.
Yeah.
I sent these to Teo so you can get them with the screen recording. But I'm gonna show these to you real quick.
Should be I think it's less judgy and just being honest.
I appreciate that.
Because I know that like a unibrow is universally like
Ugly.
chopped. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're like if you have a thick unibrow, especially, you're so cooked.
This is before. You can see that, right? This is after.
Yeah, it's much better.
That's a big difference.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It makes a difference because it's.
I mean,
it's
look
just-
at that.
It looks
like,
more. It looks more groomed.
Like I look so much better than I used to. Like, way better.
I know. You look so much better than like 2 weeks ago.
Like literally 3 weeks ago, I looked so chopped.
You know what's crazy? Like you look so much more jacked with the chain.
I think I do. Like it's weird.
Like I feel like it
how does
just
that work?
it adds like 20 pounds of muscle to your frame.
I mean, it's like these small things that you don't think would make a difference, right? But then you fix the hair, you fix the eyebrows, you do the clean shave, you get the chain, you get a fitted shirt, and it's like you just jump from a 5 to like a 4 to a 7. You know?
Definitely, yeah.
And it's like, it made me realize. I thought as a guy there were very few things you can control. Like, okay, you can go to the gym and build muscle. Like I knew you can do that.
Yeah.
But I thought your looks were just like, if you're chopped, you're fucked. These things don't impact that much. But I think I learned the last 3 weeks that just a few small changes, everyone has potential.
Yeah, I think so.
And I don't feel bad for people anymore. It's like you can look better if you wanted to. You just don't try. And I guess I didn't try for years until people pushed me, like you and Charlie pushed me.
I don't
That's
know.
so important.
I feel like me and Charlie, like value that on some level, and I think you just value it less, or like you valued it less most of your life.
I guess I didn't value it less, but I didn't understand the value of it.
Okay.
Like I didn't understand like it's that important.
Because it really is.
It's the most important thing.
Like people treat you differently if you're chopped or fine. Like that's like a real thing. Like imagine like there's two candidates for a job. They're, exact same profile. Low-key, like this is real life. Like most people are exactly the same, like carbon copies. So they're just looking for interesting people. But imagine like you have two people, like literally twins, both exactly the same, except one just looks better than the other one. They're gonna choose the guy who looks better every single time.
Well, they've done studies where they've done studies in job interviews and controlled placebo studies where
Yeah.
they've proven that the more attractive person gets a job over the more qualified person.
And that's low-key
It's
true,
crazy.
bro. Because they're always like they're always looking for culture and building culture.
If you look good and you can speak well,
Yeah.
you're getting the job over like the smelly Indian with the GPA, like you are. But if you're the smelly Indian who's cracked, but you also like don't smell anymore and like you look good, then it's like you're better than all the competition.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to look good. It's like, I don't know. It just like it makes me feel better.
I love the way like
When
when
I
you
look-
look
when I
good in the
look good.
mirror, it feels good.
Yeah.
It just does.
Yeah. Like I mean, I'll go into my roommates, like I live in a suite, so like the other people in my suite, they have a mirror, they have like a full length mirror, so I'll go flex in front of the mirror sometimes. I'll just walk in there and I'll fucking do that. Especially if I have a good pump, I'll fucking do that. And I just mog. I'm just mogging.
The roommates.
Yeah, just mogging there.
Yeah, you get it's good motivation.
Yeah.
Them locked in.
It's like so stupid. But like, it's so weird. But
They're just walking there like on their phone in the bed and you're just like
yeah.
nodding.
But sometimes you need it, bro. Like sometimes you just gotta see that you're actually making gains,
Hmm.
and then you go and rip one of these.
Yeah, and I think when you've built it yourself, you feel like you deserve it more. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like I feel like if I was just naturally, if I feel like I was just naturally good looking, it's like, when I get girls, like okay, cool, like I was gifted. But if you build it yourself, the feeling you get, it's like, I deserve it now because I work for it. It's like a different feeling.
Well, I mean, if I was like super handsome, then I would feel like I deserve it because I'm super handsome.
I guess it's different because they feel like they're gifted by God, which is a different kind of good feeling.
You know how sick that would be? You know how like awesome that would be if
You're just
if
handsome.
you were just like you're just a born stud, and you just feel like you're blessed by God.
Yeah, I was talking to Teo about it. I was like asking like, how'd you do it, man? Like, how does it feel like to be born as a stud?
Oh yeah, how does it feel, buddy?
I was fucking around. Yeah, he's on that. I'll play. I look up to Teo.
Y'all know it ain't true. It ain't true. I swear to God.
Oh, you guys are too nice. You guys are too nice.
Be yourself.
Sorry?
Just be yourself.
Just be yourself. Yeah, dude. I never. The thing is, if you were objectively, if I was born taller and better looking, my game would be terrible. If everything else was the same, if I was taller and better looking and I was raised by the same parents and went through the same life experience,
Yeah.
I'd have no game.
Bro, what? What are you talking
Because
about?
I feel like I developed game.
Dude, if you're like 6'3" and handsome,
But you don't need game at that point.
I know, like, but that would make it so much easier.
You would still
Well,
get
no,
attracted.
you still need game, but like you
I
don't
wanted
need
to
like
develop
as
it.
much game.
Because you won't get rejected as often. See, the thing is, I think if I was slightly more taller and slightly more attractive, younger, I would have pulled more chop girls and I would have settled. But the idea of like me not getting it for like 5 years straight, and all the rejection for 5 years built so much like in me
Yeah.
that it's like a jump from like I never settled because I never got any of them, and then you get all of them when you build all of it. You know?
I feel like you wouldn't settle for a chopped girl because like usually you'd probably just get the girl you want.
I'm not saying you're like 6 foot, Chad, but if I was slightly more attractive and taller, slightly.
Like how tall? Like 5'10"?
No, let's say like 6 foot and a little decent looking Indian. Actually, I don't know. It's a hard.
If you're like,
This is a difficult
if you're
hypothetical. This is a
6
difficult
foot
hypothetical.
and like beautiful, dude. Like
I said 6 foot because like I know 5'10" guys who don't pull because they have no game. So actually, like you probably do need game.
bro, like I just
You know what I'm talking about.
because is there someone
He knows exactly what I'm talking about.
specifically?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, I take back what I said. You need game.
Honestly,
But that's why Angelo hasn't built game. I feel. Nah,
That's why.
so,
that's just his
I'm
name.
cutting this part out of the podcast.
I'll keep it in, bro. You could know.
Yeah.
Dude, he watches the. He's my YouTube Shorts editor. He's gonna see all this shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fine. I love Angelo, dude. We're working on it though. Angelo, it's coming. You're
Angelo.
coming to Skeeps with us next month. That's what's happening.
Okay.
We're gonna get you to talk to a chick.
Dude, like, but I think at the end of the day, like, all this game shit is overrated.
Game
it's
is
like
overrated.
it's over talked about, I think.
So what do you define as game in that context? Like, what's overrated?
Dude, because honestly, at the end of the day, it's just, do you like match with that person, like, or do your values align and do your personalities connect? Do you have a good time together? I feel like even people, like, if everybody needed a lot of game to pull, then how are like people with no game still getting married? Like, I mean, there's so many old people who just, I mean, they don't have any game. Like, they don't have any like motion. They didn't have it back then, and they're still married to like a beautiful wife.
I do have a theory about that.
And
Sorry.
Tyler Copeland car. You talked about.
Oh, Tyler Childers is back.
There we go.
Right on time. I do have a theory about them. I'll let you finish.
Okay. But I think it's just overemphasized that you have to have game, because I feel like you only need to have game if you're trying to get with a lot of girls. Because I think like the best way to meet your wife is to just ask one of your friends to like set you up with one of her friends, because that automatically filters for people who are like your friend thinks would you would get along with. So you would probably just hit it off and then get cuffed.
I agree with you for the most part. I do
It's
agree
like,
with you. I think
you
that
don't really need game for that. You just have to be like, you need to know like how to approach it a little bit, but it's not like this huge thing.
I agree with you. I think that's the thing with like YouTube or like Reels,
Yeah.
where it's like this small niche culture
Yeah.
that when you consume the content a lot, your worldview kind of changes. And
You
like,
think everybody is like that.
you build this rules or this framework in your head that you think that's just the way the world is, and you kind of check out from reality.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of guys who don't have experience, who are like in these like self-improvement communities, they cope a lot in terms of like, what do you actually need to attract a girl? Like, I can't attract a girl until my looks are perfect, my muscles are perfect, my status is perfect, I make all this money. Like, they set these rules up, or like, I need this much game, I need to do this, I need a cold approach, I need to do all these like niche weird things that normal people don't do, but usually normal people pull more than them. So that's where it gets weird, where it's like, okay, did I just build this whole thing in my head that's not real? Or
Yeah.
like what actually matters, right? And for the most part, I do agree with you that in this world where like you're just a normal person and your friend sets you up or something, you find someone who matches with you, they usually have decent outcomes. But I think if you look at marriage, now that's a different topic. I think if we look at marriage historically, the reason why I think marriages have went well, or like the divorce everyone got married, was mainly because of culture, I think, and religion, and the idea that if you get divorced, like, society looks down upon you. And there's good and bad to that. I mean, the good is that the divorce rate's lower, but the bad is that every now and then you get stuck in a bad marriage and you can't get divorced because like your husband abuses you. Like, you don't want to end up there, right?
Yeah.
So there's good and bad to it. The thing is, in the modern world, I think, well, first of all, the divorce rate's like over 50%.
Yeah.
And you're likely to get divorced in your first marriage. And even the people that stay together are usually pretty unhappy together in America.
Yeah.
And I've seen it with my own eyes. I think the reason is because, I think the best way to put it is, I think girls kind of categorize guys. And a lot of guys that get married are typically like the beta provider.
What does that mean?
So usually guys that like didn't have much game as they were getting older, or like, I say the word game, I'm entering that world again, but like people who didn't get many girls as they grew up, maybe they focused on school, they were kind of antisocial.
Yeah.
And the girl who was attractive, like, she got the attention or got with a bunch of guys who were jocks or chads or whatever. But the jocks and the chads are not good lifetime partners. Realistically, they're just not. Some of them are, but a lot of them are not. But the good long-term partner is like.
Wait, hold on. What's a Chad?
Okay, a Chad is a extremely good-looking guy who's like 6'3".
Okay. Is that like the Sigma thing?
Yeah, like a Chad is like a really attractive guy.
Yeah, like that one picture of like the Sigma male?
I think so.
Is that? Can
Pretty
you pull
much.
that? Can you pull that up?
Chad is like the person with the perfect jawline and like the best physique.
Yeah.
He knows what
that's
he's talking about.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a Chad.
I mean, there's realistically not that many guys that look like him, but let's say
I
like
don't think there's a single guy that's like that.
okay, let's define it as like college students who are like between 6 foot and 6'4" that have a good physique and like are jacked and they play football. Or like
So just an attractive dude.
yeah, like an attractive dude overall,
Yeah,
right?
I know what you're talking about.
And a lot of them are good for like short-term fun, but there's some of them that are like if you go to Michigan, like most like, people are usually smart and stuff. If you go to Alabama or something, like usually the 6 foot guys, the 6'4" football player is not the best long term partner, usually. But
Yeah.
the good long term partner is like the person to provide for you, make the money. And
Yeah.
that person typically tends to be like the antisocial Indian kid that like went to Cornell and is just like making all this money now. So a lot of marriages, I think why the divorce rate's so high in America is because like a lot of these girls will marry like will like get ran through the jocks and then like marry that like beta provider, and then
Yeah.
like never respect him because he's like the nice guy, and then like their whole relationship is just like weird, and then they just get divorced.
Yeah.
So I think that's why America's going through right now. I mean, look, it's very. That's what the general landscape people like. Obviously, we're going to like a school at University of Michigan. Like, we don't see it as much like in day-to-day life. Like I think we're surrounded by pretty like cool, smart people for most of the time. But I feel like for the vast majority of people, like that's like the real world. I feel like, and where I was going with this is that I think in the modern world, because of the way like society is, I think in marriage, like a girl has to respect you. And I mean, you have to respect her, and she has to respect you. But
Yeah,
she's not gonna
that's both
respect a
ways.
guy. I think she's never gonna respect a guy who just like is a pussy.
I feel like nobody respects a guy that's a pussy.
Yeah, but that's why like I think having things like game, like you said, you only need game if you need a lot of women, right? Maybe I'm not even trying to hook up with a lot of girls, but if I have options with a lot of girls, the girls like will respect me more, and she won't like treat me like shit,
Yeah.
and she's not likely to divorce me. I think, you know, a normal person can. I think the step one for everyone is to, like forget all this bullshit and just like be normal. I think that's step one for everyone, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing this year. Like I've like ditched everything. I'm like just being a normal person, like doing normal shit. I think once you become normal, you pull like normal girls. And I think I want to take it to the next standard of like, okay, I don't want just any girl. I want like the best quality girl, and I also want the highest chance of a good marriage. That's where I think things like this actually help. Like where I think game helps there, having options helps there. I'm not saying be like a fucking fuck boy, but like
Yeah.
at least the illusion of I have options. And then that's where self-improvement comes. I think self-improvement is not like to get you the first girl, but I think being normal is how you get like the first few. But I think when you want to elevate to like the highest quality girl, I think having good fitted clothes, high status, good looks, height, if you have it,
Yeah.
having options, demonstrating that is what takes you, I think, to the highest quality girls and for the highest chance of having a long-term marriage, my opinion.
I agree with you on the marriage thing because, yeah, I feel like she would really respect you more if you're like putting in a lot of work into yourself and you know you're a successful guy. You're gonna be somebody who's like you know there for her. So yeah, I agree with that. Um, I just had like one question. Like, what do you mean by normal girls?
I think everyone's standards are different.
Yeah.
I think what guys want in a girl is very different. Every guy wants something different, right? But like some standardized things is like, okay, I want her to be pretty attractive. I want her to be nice. I want her to have like values as mine. And you know, when you start rating girls from like 1 to 10, maybe the 10 out of 10 girl is like she's really nice, she's beautiful, she's stunning, and she like her values are exactly like yours. That's a 10 out of 10 girl.
Yeah.
Maybe 8 out of 10 is like she's alright looking, but at least she has values and like she's nice. And like 6 out of 10 is like maybe she's really good looking, but she doesn't have any of the values. Or anything. That's I think when you go lower on the scale, it's like less of the ideal person I want.
Yeah.
So I think if you're a normal person, your friend hooks you up, or like you're just like going out doing normal things, not even doing any of this shit, and just like living life on autopilot, then your chance of getting like someone in the normal range is pretty high. But I think getting that 10 out of 10 girl is pretty hard unless you're like the best option.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I guess yeah, that makes sense. The only part that I don't really agree with is like thinking about it as if there's a perfect girl out there. Because I don't think there's a perfect girl out there for anybody, but I think there's like a range of like people who you'd really vibe with. Like it's I think it's just a spectrum. I wouldn't even I wouldn't put a number on like personality. Like obviously you can rate looks, who's your type, whatever. But I think there's a spectrum of personalities, and then there's like an area that you like, and it's not necessarily like one is not better than the other because there's like everybody is different. Nobody's perfect, so there's always like some kind of drawback, and then you have to be willing to accept like those drawbacks for what they are as part of who she is. Because I mean, you can't change anybody. Like I mean, they can change themselves, but really, you can't bet on that. So if you see something that you know you don't really vibe with, you have to ask yourself like, do I really want to invest in it if I'm, or do I think we vibe enough, and do I see a future together, where I would like, you know, look past something.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. I guess the way I think about it is like there's no perfect person because
Yeah.
everyone's gonna have a trade off.
I mean, everyone has like
Everyone has
bad
some.
traits.
Yeah, like there's no perfect person who has like no bad traits.
Yeah, like everyone has vices.
So it's about, I guess, for you what matters the most. And if it's like if you put 10 girls in front of me, then like sure I can rate them on looks, but like if I have a conversation with each of them, I'll have a very different feeling of how much we vibed.
Yeah.
So when I say like increasing on the scale, I'm not saying 10 out of 10, wow, you found the perfect one, no flaws. It's more like the quality of girls you attract will increase when you build more of those things.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
That's all I was saying.
yeah.
Other than that, like, I agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Like this is always like it's always a tough conversation, because me personally, like I don't like to. I just don't like talking about it, because I feel like it just kind of reduces them to like a theory. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you gotta like dating some kind of theory that like it either goes one way or another, but like at the end of the day, it's like they're just all people. So it's just kinda, I don't know, like you just vibe with whoever you vibe with. It's just
Yeah.
not that deep.
it's probably better not to overthink it.
Yeah.
It's probably better to go with the flow.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody on some level like overthinks it. And then if you get attached to the person, then it's always I think that's Charlie.
What's up, Charlie?
Yo, what's up, bro?
You guys recording?
Yeah, we're taking we can take a break though.
Are you
So-
taking a break?
We can. I don't care.
I'm too.
We're in some deep conversation.
You're what?
We're in some deep conversation.
What are you talking about?
Tell him, Jack.
We're talking about what are we talking about? Women?
Pretty deep.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just saying that it's just like dating's honestly not that deep. It's just you just find somebody you like and then you hang out with them.
Because like we're talking about like
I don't know.
I guess we started with like what you can do to like increases your chances with them, and then like the more deep you get in this rabbit hole, like the more like you're overthinking it, and like it's not that deep. Like just kind of go with the flow, and it's like this balance of like if I started off like if I had that mindset like 5 years ago, like I would be so chopped right now. So I feel like sometimes it's good to have that mindset, but sometimes it's like too far, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'd still be 100 pounds with glasses. Like everything I feel like I did was to increase my chances with women, realistically.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
mean, I
like
feel like
it's like a balance. Like I feel like at some point I need to like have so much that drives me to get there, but at some point it's like I'm just doing too much, and it's like sometimes you gotta take a step back and just like go with the flow.
I mean, to be fair, like if that's what motivates you, then you should use it. Like if you really want to get with some lady and you need to put on like 50 pounds of muscle, I mean, you'd probably do it, right? Like if she told you like I would date you if you were 195 pounds, you gain 195 pounds.
I feel like muscles are overrated.
I feel like
Bro.
I feel like muscles
Fuck.
are.
Dude, you gotta have, if the bigger your muscles are, Loki, the bigger your muscles are, the less girls you talk to because you're spending more time just lifting.
I think like lifting is like this cope that people think that like I'll talk to girls when I'm big enough, and then I can never talk to girls.
you just talk to dudes.
A lot of
Yeah.
people do that.
You attract more dudes than girls.
Yeah, I don't even think girls like big muscles that much. Like, I think a good frame. I think a good frame, like big, wide shoulders and like thin waist. But
Yeah.
like obsessing over trying to be as big as possible, like it. I think you should still do it because it's good for your health, and it like feels great to look big.
Wait, are you sure you guys are you breaking right now?
No,
or
we're it's probably going in.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just
I mean,
listen in and talk.
I'll just listen.
I think. No, like I feel like if you're, okay, well this is it's a plus for girls. I think, like having big muscles is a plus, because the most important thing is personality.
I don't know if I agree with that.
You don't think so? What do you think's most important?
I think the most important.
Massive cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows. Charlie knows. From experience.
Well,
From experience. Yeah.
That's what they tell me. It's what they tell me.
Yo, I didn't know.
You
that.
going the mustache
I
out?
didn't know 2 inches
Nah,
was
shit.
massive.
Oh, you shade. I'm so stupid. What am I looking at? The lighting, bro, is crazy in this room. I think that. I think the 3 most important things are status, looks, and height. For just pure attraction. See, I think looks and height are the most important for pure attraction. Now, for relationship, I think status
You don't think it's personality?
and then personality. Well, what do you mean personality? What does the word personality
Like
mean?
if you guys connect.
Like vibe?
Yeah. if you
Yeah, okay,
vibe.
that's important. Yeah, okay. For pure attraction, status and looks and height get you in the door, and for holding on to it, it's like personality and status. But you don't even get to that stage until you, I feel like, can attract them. But it does happen
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
It does happen.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like, looks get you in the door, but I feel like the most important, like, parts, I guess, are like after you get in the relationship, is personality and then like emotional availability.
That's pretty important too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being emotionally smart.
Yeah.
Like, even to hold yourself.
What?
Well. Like being emotionally smart.
Well, it's just more like she wants to make sure that you're gonna be there for her if she's having a problem, and that you're like considerate, I guess.
I agree.
I don't know. It's just like.
You also being able to
like
just
that.
hold yourself and like not like getting wrapped up over small shit and like
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. It's like if she respects you or not. That's also important. But yeah, like muscles definitely do help.
Yeah, I would put personality, status, looks, height, like up here, and I'd put muscles down here. Like as something that helps, but like, I think physique.
You know what's actually like the pyramid?
You know the pyramid?
I think
You wanna draw it on the
pyramid
board?
is
Give him a marker.
so this is face card.
Not a Sharpie though. Get him a marker. Do we have markers here? I don't really have markers. It's fine. Okay, tell me.
I think it's face card, and
Oh,
then
we got markers. We got markers. Just draw it out. You can move like the poster.
yeah.
Here, no, just move the poster over here.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Just like take it off this.
Yeah. I don't want to study.
Make sure you're doing that little corner over there so they can see on the camera. Although,
Alright.
watch.
Well, I think it's like
A little lower. That's too high.
it's too high.
Yeah, that's good.
I think just
That's
like
so tiny, bro. Draw a big pyramid. You can't see shit.
purely
Oh wait, that's the first level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. that was a little pyramid.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. Never mind.
So I think like just purely attraction, I think it's just face card. And then it's height.
I put looks over height.
Well, that is looks.
Face is just this. Oh wait, no, I'm so stupid. I'm like the most retarded.
And then it's
I was like checked out.
And then it's like your frame.
I put status over height too.
No, like this is just purely attraction.
I think status is more attractive than height.
No, I know, but like this. Like
All
just-
physical?
This is all like
Status is like
physical.
this like we can include everything in
But
this, right?
I mean, status. I feel
think
like, I mean, if you're famous, then like.
not even famous, but like status and like you know people, you're in a bunch of groups, you're like you're like a leader of a club or a leader of a frat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. So there's that.
What'd you just do? What was the point of that?
And then you got like this bottom level here. You got like base card, height, frame, and then it's like
Personality.
fits. So like if you have good clothing.
Yeah, fits and slash physique. I feel like because they kind of go well hand in hand.
Well, that's like physique.
Oh, frame.
Yeah, frame.
Okay.
And then you got like fits. So you know if you dress well, definitely like makes you more presentable. And then I guess under that it's like all the other shit. Actually, fits and haircut actually, because hair makes a big difference, I think. And then down here is like the few.
What kind of pyramid is this, bro? I've never seen a pyramid like this before.
So this is like, I don't know. I guess like the other stuff. So all the others,
Like game.
Yeah. No. Like just.
Oh, physical, right? I keep forgetting it's all physical.
Yeah.
This is a great pyramid, dude.
I know. It's a nice pyramid, eh?
Look at his pyramid, dude.
I like the status line.
That's a house.
It's a car.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Looks like a dick.
Charlie with his gay joke, I swear.
It's a shadow, bro.
No, that's like low key.
Nah, it's on camera.
Yeah.
Alright, you can have a seat again.
Do you like that pyramid?
I do.
Are you attracted to the pyramid?
Dude, it's something about it.
Yeah.
So you
Something
wanna-
just captivating about it.
I think you want to put that shit in your mouth.
Yeah. That's kind of. Why would I put this pyramid in my mouth, dude?
Anyways, have a seat. They can't hear a word you're saying.
Charlie's leaving.
All right, see you, Charlie.
So you're getting back to the
Charlie intermission. Charlie
Yeah.
faked intermission. Nice.
There you go. Just look at- Where'd I put?
No, leave it up. Leave it
No,
up.
where'd I put this pen? Oh,
There. Don't knock the camera over.
I think about this like basically when I talk to like you and like a couple of the boys.
Hey, what'd you say?
So
Alright. Now what else going on in my life? I mean, I got my startup. That's been fun.
dude, you gotta implement that betting thing, dude.
Like with real money.
Yeah.
See, I actually like another thing we're thinking about is like, so other two co-founders just met with this VC last night, and they got some feedback. They weren't really looking for investment, but just feedback in general.
Yeah.
And an idea the VC sparked up that I found very interesting was this idea that, I think in the sports landscape, the market, if we take the market of people who watch sports and we divide it up, there's a lot of different mini markets. All right? And then we
Yeah.
can split it up into two halves. There's a market of people that currently already spend, like already people who bet, already people who spend on merch or spend on game tickets. People already spend. And there's a casual viewer who doesn't spend but still watches, but he's a casual viewer, he watches occasionally. If we can get them to spend, we just unlocked a huge market. So that's like something I'm thinking about now is like, if we can turn that demographic into someone that purchases and spends, well, there's a market that's growing, it's already big, and you can somehow turn them into, like, I don't know how to do that, but I think our app, if it's going to be any app, it's going to be ours, right? So it's kind of playing around, because that's who we're targeting. And, you know, in our current format, they're not spending, right? Because in our current format, they're using and we're using their attention to generate money.
Sure.
And they also don't have purchasing power because they're all young.
Yeah.
But if we can turn them into spenders, I think it's a huge market. So then comes the question like, okay, do we put actual money into this? And it's like,
You should.
maybe it could be like the betting platform for people who don't know shit about sports. But then again, like, would they even care about betting? at that
Dude,
point?
but I'm saying like that it's a really good idea to have a pool of money, because normally you're doing normal sports gambling right now is individual. You just place bets, and then if it hits, then you get it. Your idea, the reason it's different is because you have a group of people going against another group of people. So imagine if all of those people pooled together money and they bet on a certain number of games. And
How would that work?
So
Like, let's say I put $5 in.
let's say you find a group of 20 people who all bet you need to buy in for like $5. So there's that pot, and then you're going against another group of people. It's like 20 people, and you all put bets down. They all put bets down, and then there's a pot. So let's say it's $200, and you guys as a group, everybody in the group like makes 10 bets on your app, right? So you swipe right or left on a bunch of teams, and then the other group of people makes bets on those same teams. So we'll see who wins. Or it's a single event that everybody bets into, and you can root for your team or whatever. So if you get more points than the other team, you get their money. Everybody gets paid back like double their bet, but it feels like you won as a group. On like the contrary, like if you were just betting on your team, everybody who bet together on that team just gets that money from the other school. So it's more like a competition than like you just betting. If that makes sense.
I like that a lot. I think there's ways to play with it, like how much money do you earn? Maybe it's like based on how much money you want in is how much money you get to take out. Like let's say all 20 people bet $5 and then the 20th person bet $10, then he gets a slightly higher percentage money for the prize pool. Like, because at the end of the day, you have to split up the prize pool money, right? Like if you all win.
Yeah, but you gotta put in like the same amount of money.
Why do you think I can't just everyone in our group can't just like put as much as we want, or
You have to agree on how much you're willing to put in
amongst the group?
because it's not.
But
it's
that's
not,
like a pretty hard thing to do. Like how will a giant group of people decide?
You just decide on a buy-in.
Who decides that?
Whoever makes the group. Because if everybody's like, yeah, we're fine to put in $5 into the game, or if everybody wants to put in like $50 into the game, so you have this big prize pool, and then you find another group of people who have the same prize pool. So you match those people together.
I like the idea. I think that it wouldn't be something we do in the short-term future, only because I think that I think our whole marketing strategy is to reduce the barriers to entry. Like the whole idea is that of all the options I have, ROOKI is the easiest to get onto, because realistically, if I made a new platform right now called TubeU, and I try to get everyone from YouTube onto TubeU, and it's like a video streaming app, it's like pretty hard because everyone already likes YouTube, right? But if TubeU is like 100 times easier to use than YouTube, then I can get some people on there, and then I already have a market that likes TubeU, and then I can try to sell them this new idea, right? So I think our whole strategy right now is to, out of all the options I have to interact with sports, from fantasy to DraftKings, ROOKI has the least barriers of entry. I can download the app and start swiping and playing and competing and feeling that energy. It's the fastest to get that. I think that it's not a bad idea, but I just think that it's so much work to plan this out. Not on me, but on the user.
On the user.
And I want to make the experience the thing with your idea is it's unique and novel, and that can also drive people to want to try it.
Yeah.
But people are lazy, especially our market. Our market of sports followers are lazy. So I think that's why something that's targeted toward reducing the barriers of entry, that I think would be really appealing, because like fantasy is hard to set up. DraftKings is hard to set up and lie that you're 18, that you're 21, and like there's so many barriers to entry. If ROOKI is the easiest one to use, and it's still fun and really cool app, with the whole niche we have of like group versus group competition, fans versus fan competition, that could be like our first year of scaling to get from 0 to like, let's say 10,000, 20,000 users. Once we have a user base, we can like try out so many ideas like that and see what people like, see if people actually want money or not. Maybe you find a niche that hates money betting. Maybe they all think that, this app would be 10 times better if you put money into it. If you get that feedback, we'll put money in like that, right?
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I just think that, me personally, I wouldn't use an app like that because it doesn't really mean anything.
It doesn't give you any benefit.
Because there's no stakes. Like, the whole point of sports betting, like, yeah, the point of sports betting is that you're getting some benefit if it hits. And that's just, I mean, that one's just gambling. Yours is more like a game. But, like, I wouldn't be able to see myself just hop on there and then be, like, motivated solely just based on whether or not I beat somebody. Because somebody could just, like, you could just go with your friend and say, I'm betting $100 on this parlay. Let's see who hits. Or I'm gonna bet like X amount of money on this amount of different games, and then I'll just make a bet with my friend, and then whoever wins more gets all the money. Maybe there's like maybe like younger people, they would be interested in that because now you're like they're more prone to like valuing online points, but there has to be some kind of reward for having those points, some like external reward out of, yeah, I beat my friend. So maybe like if you get enough points you can like redeem it for something in the app, like you can get badges or something. But I think the best way to do that is to just put money into it.
I think there's a huge open question here that we're kind of doing an experiment on.
Yeah.
And I think the concern you have, if I pitch this idea to anyone, the first logical concern, if someone is like thinking about the logic behind this idea, the question you pose is the thing that comes to everyone's mind first, that you're not actually getting anything out of it.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all fake.
Yeah.
So the open question is the human nature element of competition enough to actually get people to use an app? And that's an open question. And the answer to that, we don't really know. We don't know. And
yeah.
The thing is, logically, it probably doesn't make much sense that anyone would use it. But I do have a belief that apps have done it in the past. Instagram, Snap, like social media, you don't get anything out of it. You really don't. Besides, like, I guess you get real world interaction with people. That's what Instagram, you're in the bubble, like you can see what people are up to. Snapchat, that's your method of getting girls. Like everyone has like, there are these like real benefits you get out of it, but in reality, like, there's no actual monetary physical benefit of any of those apps. And I think if anyone pitched Instagram or Snapchat before they were big, everyone would say the same thing you're saying right now. But I think the experiment succeeded for them and the way they did it. And we're doing it a little bit differently, so it could fail or it could succeed. But I do have a strong belief that this idea of competing against groups and the status you get from being the best group, like the status that DTD will get if they're the best rookie frat, the status that Pike will get or sorority will get or a group of friends will get if they're ranked number 1 at Michigan for sports betting. I mean, like, I think that if the UI is designed well enough and there's enough people on it, that we can get through our connections. If we can like scale this fast through the connections we have, the interface is great. If we can make it great, I have a theory that we'll test that I think that's solely based on human nature. I think we can get a huge market of people on the app without any monetary benefit, based on what I've seen other social media platforms do. But again, it's a test. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that works out for you. Like, it's definitely tough because a lot of people have bet on that same idea before. Because for every like Facebook, there's been a billion like other things that didn't make it. And even if there were a good idea on paper or like an experiment, sometimes it just doesn't work. Or like people are right, like there's no stake, so there's no like strong drive to do it. I can definitely see it working. if it was like if everybody did it already, and that's like a part of the culture at a school, like who's the best rookie team or who's the best rookie frat on campus. But then usually like they would also have some kind of monetary benefit behind that, right?
Dude,
Or
if
like something that people value, I guess. Because you'd have to sell it as something that people like want to get. Like it's some kind of trophy to be the best.
let me ask you, like, what does anyone get out of going to like the Michigan versus CMU game? What does anyone get out of it?
Well, it's like seeing their team win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you get if the team wins? Do you get a trophy? Do you get money? Or like?
You get nothing, but like this is your team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel good.
But you, like football and sports is something that it's already like a given thing that when your team wins, you like it. And
Well, I think that
it's
point of that
important
is like,
because it's sports.
I think it's important because it's culture, and everyone molds around culture. So I think I agree with you that the hardest hurdle is making a culture.
Yeah.
But let's assume that everyone already uses it. Let's assume that every single kid at the school had Rookie on their phone and used it. Then we don't need any monetary value, right? Because you're saying that
Yeah.
if everyone used it, then we don't need any money involved.
Yeah, exactly.
Or do you think that if everyone used it, we'd still need money involved or some kind of
No, if
trophy?
everybody used it and they really valued winning rookie every season, then no.
You don't need anything.
You wouldn't need it, but that's like
But that's a challenge. Like, how do we
but
actually
you
get
need to
everyone
get
on?
there.
And I think to get there, you need to make the app really fucking good.
You
You
just
need to have a lot of
evolve
connections.
that
You need to scale it fast and like make it so that you get. I think if the first 100 to 1,000 people is gonna be the hardest hurdle, because why the fuck would I be on this app realistically, right? The first 100 to 1,000 people are gonna be the hardest, but I think the second my friends are on there, I'm on there too, and I think it's easier as you go. It's hard at
Yeah.
first, like you're kind of you're walking through snow and it gets harder, but soon like you're just going, right?
I mean, that's like most things.
But I guess like the benefit, the advantage that we have here is that I'm at Michigan, they're at Berkeley, big sports schools,
Yeah.
and we have connections with all the frats here.
Yeah.
I think if we make an app that I love, I don't love the app right now. Like using it's kind of shit, right? I think it could be 10 times better.
Sure.
In a couple months, if I can make an app I love, and I personally love it, the second I love the app, scale it fast, get every frat on there, get every frat with QR codes up, get the first hurdle, and then it could either go really good or really bad. Either everyone loves it and then it takes off, or everyone hates it and stops using it and then the name of Rookie's dead.
Right.
But we really want to optimize that first push as we want to optimize the app and our plan as much as we can, so that when we do that first push, we hope it goes that way and wins instead of like goes that way and crashes, right? But again, the first hurdle's the hardest, but the second everyone's on it, it exponentiates. So, and culture, imagine 10 years from now it is culture. It might take 10 years.
Yeah, I mean,
That's your
that
vision.
could totally be a thing. I mean, it took
And you might be asking like,
Facebook a while to get going.
you also might be
YouTube,
thinking
but,
like,
yeah.
why would I take the harder path if I can just put money on it? Well, I think if I put money on this app, it'd be cool. Like, I think of it like an exponential curve where this one has like a faster exponential curve. If I put money on it, the growth would be like fast,
Yeah.
but then it would like kind of slow down. Like the max potential of it's low. I think the idea of a cultural app with no money involved is slow at first, but then if it actually works out, the potential of it is 10 times higher than an app with money.
How are you gonna make money off it?
The same way like social media apps do. So affiliate links, partnerships, sports deals, brand deals. Imagine like we're selling Bryce Underwood's merch on here as a link. We got some of the funds. Like there's methods like that. Maybe you put ads. Maybe you partner with like athletes and artists and things like that. That's the main monetary. Basically, the users don't use it. Like I don't pay for Instagram, right? Like,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
find their own ways with
Something
data.
like that.
So
Yeah. I don't know. You just have to figure out how to make it really good then, because I mean I can see it working, but only if it like became a part of the culture.
yeah, there's no other scenario. It has to be culture or it's nothing.
Because if ROOKI becomes the big thing on campus, I mean that's how apps take off. I think you just have to get some hype behind it. Yeah. Wait, let me just think about the.
Can I
Go
say
ahead.
something real
Sure.
quick?
Yeah.
I think something that what you said just made me think about something that like I hadn't thought about before, but I had this like perfect vision that this 3-step process of number 1, make ROOKI an app I love. Number 2, scale fast. Number 3, happy ending. But I just realized that there's actually a pretty high probability that we fuck up somewhere in that process and it crashes instead of everyone loving it. And there's a high probability that if we scale fast at the wrong time before it's ready and we try to get everyone on it and they have a bad experience, then the name of ROOKI dies and people can have a bad experience with the name ROOKI and associate ROOKI with a bad thing that just like shot up for a week and then died if we don't do a good job. And then you have no shot at trying again.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty high probability. I'd say realistically it's an 80% chance that happens and a 20% chance it takes off, if not more. Which is kind of scary because
Yeah.
it means you really have to plan it out perfectly if you want this to work.
Yeah, and you're putting so much time into it that it means something if it just crashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like scary to think about.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a tough business like any app,
Well, every business is tough, I feel like. They all have a nuance.
but I mean, mobile apps are definitely like probably the hardest.
You think so?
Yeah, because anybody can make an app. The barrier of entry for an app is like nothing. If you know how to code an app, or if you just have enough money to pay some Chinese kid to do it for you, like anybody can make an app. Anybody can have an idea and turn it into something. But if you think about it, like how many like apps do you use? Like not that outside of like, your essentials. Not that many. So you're competing for people's time basically. Like you got a little sliver of someone's interest and it has to go towards that one thing. And to break through in a big way is going to be tough because you're still competing with fantasy and like sports gambling, maybe in an indirect way. It's not the same like thing, but I'm pretty sure like the frats have a fantasy league that they do, and like that fantasy league would automatically just take priority over ROOKI because it's just established. Like if you lose fantasy, then you have to do some crazy punishment. Like you have to go swim in a lake in the middle of winters, or like get tar and feathered or something, milk mile, Chipotle mile, like whatever. But it's like funny and people love doing it. And it's like a great thing. So you're competing with like that. You're competing for attention, right? So I feel like there needs to be some aspect of it that's like really unique that makes it stand out.
The thing is, something I realize now is that ROOKI in itself might be very unique. Like ROOKI is not TikTok, but ROOKI is also not fantasy, but ROOKI is also not sports betting, so ROOKI is not Instagram. So, okay, then who's ROOKI's competition? Is it ESPN? Is it Bleacher Report? Well, it's actually none of them. ROOKI's competition is TikTok. ROOKI's competition is Instagram. How is that possible? Because ROOKI is not Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, ROOKI's competition is Instagram because the user, if he picks up his phone before he goes to bed, he has to decide between, am I going to spend the next hour on ROOKI or am I going to spend the next hour on Instagram?
Yeah, like you're competing for time.
And at that point, if you're competing with Instagram and TikTok that have been meticulously designed by thousands of people on Meta to get people on the app, then ROOKI's going to have to be something like 10 times better to pull people onto it. And I decide that I have a couple minutes, I'm going to go on ROOKI instead of TikTok tonight.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hard decision to make when TikTok is that fucking addicting.
Wait, the one I don't really remember like what the format of Rookie was. Because I know like it's a group thing. You compete with other people, but you swipe on teams you want to bet on.
Yeah, so the betting feature is like a doom scroll of you just placing locks. Like you're just scrolling and swiping forever.
So you scroll, and then can you place how many locks can you place? Like,
Unlimited.
so you could just spend if you spend more time on the app, then
It rewards you.
you get more points. Okay.
You can also lose points if you place bad blocks, so it kind of hurts you if you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, honestly. Like, yeah, like I wish I could give you advice, but like, I'm not really a app developer or whatever. I'm just giving you my 2 cents.
Well, the thing is, the problem here is not app development. App development's easy. The problem is like the idea,
Like the consumer.
the conception of like what this is. That's the problem. Like,
I mean, like, it's definitely a good idea. Like, that's definitely like a really unique idea. And like, I could see it working, but you'd have to do like some things right. And you just need to sell it in a good way, I guess.
I'm gonna write some things down. Give me a second.
Yeah. Why are you chuckling? I can hear you chuckling in the background.
You laughing, you know, I guess. I think that's two things I need to write down. I did have a meeting with my other
Sometimes he
girlfriend.
makes like references to things from like past podcasts. He said like stories, funny stories from past podcasts.
Yeah.
What did I say?
That's what you're.
Like Cornell stuff. You know exactly.
When I see him laugh, I'm like, oh yeah, he remembers. Like I'll throw a small reference into something we've talked about. For him, he gets the inside joke.
If you start telling all the stories, he'd be like.
Okay. All right. Meeting. So I think the one thing I didn't think about is like who's our competition? Who's our real competition? Because like I feel like the other co-founders, like on the business side, like we're doing a lot of work on like grant applying and stuff. But I feel like this is what the main task should be, like solving these open questions. So who are the real competition and beating them. Okay, anyways, let's move on. But yeah, I mean, again, like, I don't need app development advice, but, like, I think anyone can give advice about this who can think in a business sense, who can think about...
Like, think like an investor.
Yeah, sure.
Or, I don't know, that's not what you're looking for, though, because you could just go to an investor. I think you're looking for, like, as like, just a regular person.
That's probably most
what
useful.
What would you think about the app?
I think the most useful thing I can get is a user-facing kind
Yeah.
of perspective, because
Okay.
they're the people we're trying to target. Like, what would make that person want to be on there?
Well, that's why I just keep bringing up money, because,
Bec-
like, I would, like, you're turning sports betting into, like, a doom scrolling thing. So I could definitely see myself getting hooked on that. And that's, like, novel enough for me to try it. Like, I would definitely try that. And obviously, like, the barrier of entry, as you were saying, is harder, and you, like, you lower your possible, like user base, because you're betting real money, so it's anybody, like, you gotta follow the gambling laws, whatever. But I like if honestly, like, how I would do it, or something I would, like, really get hooked on, is if you put in a ton of money initially, right? You put in a balance, and then for each game, you can set it like an like an automatic amount of money, and when you swipe it, you just place the bet, and then you just keep going. So, like, you could place like $5 on, I don't know, on the Lions. You place $5 on the Pats. You place like $5 on something else, and you swipe, and you go through like a certain amount of money, and then you get to watch, like, the stuff come in. But it makes betting, like, really easy. And then when you bet in a group, it like, I think the way you were thinking about it, like, you have everybody in the, like, let's say it was like one group of people versus another group of people. Um, like I think you mean like the more time they spend on the app and the more correct picks they get, like that's how you get points. So imagine if there's money involved in that where individually you'd want to do it. But then when you're in a group and there's money involved, people get like really passionate about it because there's two competing forces. Because on one level, like you don't want to lose your money because you'd be pissed, but you also don't want to lose to like, I don't know, Michigan State, and like whichever group has better betters, like
Betters.
better betters. Yeah, like you would feel some sense of pride in that because, you know, people like to feel like a good gambler. Like when you win a ton, when you hit a bunch of parlays in a row, you feel so good because you feel like you know sports. If I was just betting, like I wouldn't have that same like dopamine rush if it was just points. You know what I mean? But I know that's not like your vision for the thing. For that.
You like fantasy football?
Sorry?
You're thinking like a fantasy football too.
Point system, yeah. But with groups.
So it could work the same as fantasy football.
Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting take because there's no money in fantasy football.
I know, yeah.
People still love competing. And that's kind of like proof. But I think going back to your...
Well, like, but this is the thing, like, people do put money on it.
Like, but that's on their own, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't.
I mean, a lot of people don't, but those people also, like, don't really care.
And that's kind of our target audience. Like,
yeah,
turning them into people who kind of care a little bit. I mean, look, I think that the debate is not, should ROOKI have money or should ROOKI not have money? But the debate is more like, it's a much bigger decision than that because it's almost like the identity of the app is completely different and the target audience is completely different. And that's not a bad thing because I guess that raises a question in my head of like, if ROOKI were to be a gambling app, it would look completely different.
Yeah.
Because like, I wouldn't play around with those gamified features. Like, the dopamine of the money will supersede all the dopamine features I added with like the design. Obviously, the scrolling part's nice.
But it's multiple like layers of dopamine.
Right. But the point is that like I would
yeah.
design the app as a betting app, which looks very different than like a social media app. And that's not a bad thing. It's a decision we have to make. That okay, and I guess the what will help us make that decision is realistically in like a year or two's time frame, like which idea has more potential. Because the idea of the first one of like this cultural movement and shift, it sounds so beautiful and fairy tale, but like there's probably 100 things we haven't thought about and it's probably going to crash and burn, and it's changing culture is not easy. So versus like making another gambling app, it's more boring. It doesn't have like a story behind it. But I mean, maybe it could have. I mean, sure, now you're competing with DraftKings and like fantasy and stuff. I guess you're more competing with DraftKings and sports betting apps, but maybe you have a higher chance of actually beating them than beating. Because I thought the idea of ROOKI was so unique, so we're not competing with anyone, but I mean, you're kind of competing for attention, as you said, so you're still competing. And it's like maybe the sports betting round, targeting the people who already spend and just making a better version of that. It's not as innovative, but it's like, okay, another betting app with a few more cooler features like groups and scrolling, but it's like, it's gambling. And maybe that's the route we have to take. And I guess that's the decision. Like, which market is easier to target and which idea is more likely to be successful? Maybe the sports betting one, even though it's simpler and stupider, it's like, okay, maybe that's the one that actually people like, and you know, it's another betting app, but maybe it's the best betting app.
Yeah, but you could have both, but if you start with the betting thing, because the betting thing, that gets you into the market, it makes you unique, it makes you legit, and you emerge as like this cool new betting app, right? But then,
wait, sorry to cut you off, dude. Chipotle's gonna close soon. I have to eat dinner.
Wait, how much time?
It's 10:15. Okay, what do we do? Should I DoorDash it? Are you about to eat?
No, I already got mine.
Okay, I'm gonna DoorDash Chipotle.
I'm gonna DoorDash Joe's.
Joe's closes at 1.
Oh, all right.
Should we go to Joe's after this?
Yeah, let's go to Joe's. Let's
Okay,
get a pizza.
down. You down?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to
Let's
Joe's
fucking
after.
go, dude.
Let me just make sure they close.
Oh,
like
really?
It's a Sunday though. Let me check what time they close.
Joe's should be open.
Joe's closes at midnight. No, wait, that's New York. What the fuck am I doing? Wait, Ann Arbor? What's it called?
Shows.
Joe's Pizza.
Yeah, Joe's Pizza NYC.
Yeah.
Okay, they close at midnight on Sunday. No, they close at 1. We're good.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I think I cut you off. Keep going. You said I could do
Oh,
both.
yeah. So you can have both. And the reason I say that is because changing the culture to come around this app and just relying on that, it's not going to happen. You just have to assume it doesn't happen. That's like
Assume the culture shift doesn't happen.
you have to assume that people aren't just going to adopt the app just because of that, and like it's going to explode, right? You can't bet on that.
No pun intended.
Yeah. But if you have this really unique and new feature that you bring to the market that, DraftKings doesn't have. Because DraftKings, you just go on there, you place your props, and then you bet on the game. And all of it's just gambling. But then you put in this like gamified element into it where you have the groups, you're competing with other, you can join like your school or your frat or something, and you can compete with other places and groups. So that's like a really smart and like new feature, right? That's interesting. So people would definitely try that, and they would also they would feel like they're getting something out of it because you're betting on it. And however you do the prize pool, or if you just do it like with points, but people can bet money on it, that's also like awesome. So like I feel like if it was like that, I would 100% try out the app. And
That's interesting.
it's something that it seems like you're like targeting at the end of the day like college students, because you got you can go school versus school, or like frat versus frat. But a lot of college students, I feel like, would find it more fun if there was like, or no, they'd be more attracted to it
Just money.
if there's money involved.
I agree with you.
And it's just that natural, like, we all like gambling. So,
One thing I will say is that making a gambling app is such a dirty market, a dirty like business to get into. All the legal stuff, it's
yeah.
it's something you'd want like a million lawyers on your back. That's what these DraftKings and big companies, big legal teams, like it's a messy thing to get into.
Yeah, definitely.
Out of all the businesses you can choose, so that's where it gets kind of difficult too.
But the reason why I say you can have both is because that's how you change the culture. Like, you have the option to do that, but then you expand it to like a free version where you're just competing for points. So then all these kids will be like, okay, so we can use this app. Like, we see our older siblings, or we see our parents like betting on these groups, but we can't gamble. But we can have the next best thing, which is like points. And then that's when you get like badges for your thing, whatever. It's the same thing, just no money involved. And then all those kids start using it. Eventually, when they grow up, they're gonna start placing bets. You're gonna get more money from that.
Teo, can you search up on ChatGPT, like how difficult is it to create a betting app, not on the development side, but on the legal side? Like, are there like rules and like what's the whole process like? I'm just curious. I don't even know. I haven't read about this.
It's definitely.
Let me know like what
tough.
it says. I'm just curious like how tough like.
You need licensing.
So who provides that? Pretty good.
State or national gambling commission.
Okay, and how does that work? Is that difficult?
You need detailed applications, background checks, proof of financial stability, and compliance systems.
So it's probably not happening.
It's all just like.
Maybe not right now.
business
Maybe you can
shit.
add it later, but like.
So but the thing is, the whole idea is that it's hard to get people. I think Jack's whole point is that it's important to have that in the beginning because no one's gonna want to even try it. If there's no money.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, it's hard for like a startup with nothing to just introduce gambling. Like, there's so many. They're not gonna give it. They're not gonna let us do it.
Yeah, you need investors to do that, which is the tough part. Because then you'd have to
Yeah.
give up part of your company.
And what investors actually looking to? I mean, I guess our idea is pretty unique with the whole group versus group stuff. So maybe investors would like that.
Well, the investors are going to like it if you can prove to them that you'd make a profit. And that betting idea, coupled with your like really unique idea, would definitely like investors would be interested in that, I think.
But also, like, it's hard to prove it's profitable if the app it's easiest to prove it's profitable if I have 1,000 test users and I've already made X amount
Yeah,
of money.
I mean, you need to do like a preliminary thing, right? To just prove that you can do it, and have people like. I mean, obviously, you don't want to like get yourself in any legal trouble, but you could just tell people, yeah. So like you can bet on these games, and then you just pay them out of like a pool of money you have. Like you keep it really small at the beginning, but you tell people, or you tell your like early access users, like maybe a house somewhere, I don't know, like that it works, and that in the last 2 months, a lot of people have picked it up and they're all betting on it, and it's like people care about it.
Yeah, but we have to start with no money though, because like we can't start with. That's the hard part.
Yeah, well, you need to just pull together some money somehow. Maybe like you take out a loan, or you ask an investor for like money.
But the whole idea is we can't have gambling on the app. Like they're gonna come for us and like shut down the app unless we have licensing. You don't get the licensing until like investors are putting money into it. The investors are not gonna put money into it until there's people on the app using it. You see the problem?
Yeah, but you want to like maybe not put it on the app store officially or anything. You just
see what investor's gonna. Like, how am I gonna 1,000 people out on the app store, bro?
Dude, you just gotta grind it. Like you just gotta like ask a ton of people to just manually download it.
I think at that point it's just easier to like try our cultural shift with no points, with no money.
Yeah, I mean like you could just do a fake money at the beginning.
With the points.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of open questions here. A lot of things to think about.
Yeah, but I wouldn't think about. I mean, you just gotta think about the next thing that you gotta do. Like.
Right now we're gonna try to release by next week or next 2 weeks, at least for test users. So.
Yeah. So.
That's the next step.
I mean, you could just work on the proof of concept first, like without money. But I think if you can figure out how to get money involved, like investors are gonna really like that, and more people would be interested. Especially if you're targeting like frats.
I wonder if we niche to just high school and middle school, this would be a hit. If that was our niche.
I think high school would definitely be a hit. I don't know about middle school.
Too young.
Oh, actually, no. But that's with money involved.
I'm saying no money involved.
No money involved, definitely like middle school.
High school wouldn't.
High school I could see. College, I think you have, like, it's just more fun to sports gamble at that point. So if you can, because more people can do it. So
Fair enough.
that's just more interesting.
Yeah. All right, bro. Almost at 3 hours. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That was a long podcast. It's one of the longest ones.
Spent 2 hours talking about like this bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun podcast. Anything else we missed? We want to talk about?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we hit on a lot.
Yeah.
Good first podcast, Jack.
It's pretty solid.
Uh.
Cool experience, definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, dude. Let's have you sign the poster. You're gonna get the Sharpie.
Oh yeah.
Don't use that one. He'll get you a different one. What are you doing? Why'd you take it out?
Because I forgot that I had it both on the same one. I thought it would just fall down.
I was like seeing you do it. I'm like, he's not gonna take it out, right? And he just took it out. Cross the river, Lord, I know.
Appreciate it.
All right, the number is it 123? 123, I think. Wait, hold up. Yeah, this is 123. Pick a spot, Jack. Jack Kim. They say the white spot that no one takes. The bottom corner. It's like quiet down there. Want you to be mine. Want to give me a way
What was
of
the number?
time. 123.
Easy to remember.
I want to try. Just meet me at the borderline.
There we go.
That's a wrap.
Good work.
Good podcast.
Thanks.